Oakley Dokley. Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome. It's August the 17th. It's Tuesday. Welcome welcome all to Stock Markets with Bruce. I'm your buddy, Uncle Bruce, where we talk about the markets in plain English. And in plain English, we have a down day to start the show. Of course, I got my red shirt on, so of course it's a red day. We're down 210 points on the Dow at the moment, down 21 on S&P futures. And over at the NASDAQ, we're showing a negative 69 at the moment. 68 points now. Crude down 66 cents a barrel to 66.63. Crude continues to suffer down pressures, because the forecast usage of oil is not matching with reality. The street was expecting oil consumption to be much higher than it actually is now, and was supposed to be for the next couple of quarters. And what we're noticing here is the China slowdown is real, more pronounced, not a little glitch or a little blip. It is much more intense, and there are supply chain interruptions that are beginning to affect a number of markets, economies. And news this morning that came out is that our friends at Home Depot and Walmart came up with their numbers today. They beat on the top line, bottom lines. They again, as expected, and as a lot of corporate America is doing, they are delivering results higher than the street had thought they would by a bunch. Yet the shares are down on both of the companies right now, interestingly. And the street is wondering, well, why is that? Why would Home Depot stock drop in value in the pre-market? What's the problem? And the reality of it is even though the stock closed at 335 last night, it's now trading at 323 in the pre-market. It's actually down $11.50. Probably temporary, but it is down 11.5. The supply chain problem. This is now beginning to show in the number of containers of goods coming into the U.S. For U.S. consumption. The numbers are off. The price of container shipments skyrocketing. That's a problem right there. But number two, the reliability of deliveries. And we have this problem going right back to China itself. It's not an America problem. It's not like a problem created in the United States. The problem is the fact that the variants, this virus variant that is out there that so many people deny, is having an effect in China for Chinese factories to deliver finished goods on time to shipping ports. In other words, through trucking, through train, through however you get it to the container. And the problem at the ports is that the Chinese government has been shutting down ports completely because of the outbreak of the virus at the shipping ports where the container ports are. They've got an outbreak there, and at several. It's not like one only, and this is mucking it up. Apparently, a number of China shipping ports and all along the system, they have got variant issues, and they're doing complete shutdowns, lockdowns, quarantines, you name it. I mean, they're trying to contact trace and figure out, who does have it, who doesn't have it, who might get it, who doesn't get it, and they're doing full-blown shutdowns. And this is creating all kinds of problems down the line, from the shipping containers back to the truckers, to the rail yards, to the distributors, the warehouse workers, back to the factories. And at the end of the day, if goods are supposed to arrive in Long Beach, California, or Los Angeles, or Portland, or Seattle, you name the shipping port along the U.S. coast, you name the shipping port along the Mexican coast, if container ships are behind in getting to these ports, this causes a chain reaction of problems inside the United States and right to Home Depot and Walmart and Target and Costco, and on it goes. And these are just the big boys. These are the big players. What about the importers of goods for Christmas, for example, where you have distributors of product based out of the West Coast. The containers are supposed to land in the U.S. Then they are transported by rail or by truck to warehouse locations in California, elsewhere, for redistribution to smaller retailers, specialty retailers. They're not getting their goods. These guys are even worse off because you get one container or 5 containers that don't arrive on time that are 3-4 weeks behind each. Each container might contain 2,000 packages, like 2,000 boxes of goods that are destined for possibly 50 or 100, 150 different locations. Multiply that by thousands of containers of delays, and you begin to see this massive supply chain problem all over the place. And so some of you this Christmas, you might be finding that between Thanksgiving and Christmas, whether you're ordering online or whether you're literally trying to buy in person a certain item, you may find it's unavailable. It's just not available anywhere. And it's not because they have pre-sold and it's so popular that you're the last one in. The reality is that it is so delayed along the line here that no one has it anywhere. And we're talking issues. So I think the market is trying to anticipate, in the case of Home Depot, although the numbers are good right now and the earnings are great, the reality is that in the next 2 quarters and 3 quarters, it's a possibility of a reopening scenario might continue to happen. We all hope that is the case because we recover. But if not, what we end up with is certain goods that are supposed to be available are just not available for an extended period of time, which means Home Depot will miss estimates. That is the question. Will they miss estimates, future sales estimates, a quarter or 2 or 3 down the road? And that is what the market is trading today about. The Home Depot stock right now is trading about its potential performance 6 months to a year from now. Not the quarter we just had or the quarter before that, which have both been stellar. The stock is trading at 24 times earnings before the earnings were released just this morning. So the stock's earnings or multiple is lower than 24. So it's not an overpriced stock in that sense. The question is it an overpriced stock a year from now if the earnings are off 5 or 10%? There's the question. And everyone is wondering, not everyone, but those on the street are wondering, is this going to happen with all kinds of retail stocks like Macy's and others? Are their shares going to be in trouble too? This is now the new normal. We see earnings coming out. We see companies post fantastic results, and we're noticing shares are underperforming. And you're asking me, Bruce, why is this happening? These companies are producing fantastic numbers. Why do these stocks go down? Look at SoFi the other day. I mean, they came up with top line beats, fantastic results, huge numbers of new customers, 2.6 million customers. I mean, geez, these guys are going to make a lot of money with these people. And they're adding, 400,000 a quarter and more. I mean, these guys are going to have, in a couple of years, 5 million customers. Why would the stock be $14 a share? I mean, this makes no sense. It was $17.50 just before the earnings came out. It's now 14 something. And these guys are firing on all cylinders. What does a company have to do to get the market to want to buy in? And what they have to do is they have to show performance beyond this quarter and next quarter. They have to show upward movement down the line. Now, obviously, in the case of SoFi, we know another factor that came into play. SoFi had to, and were ordered to by the SEC, to show off all their costs in the last quarter of going public, one-off stuff, and they had to show off all their costs for that. They had to also write down an artificial loss on warrants, which again I still can't explain it to you. I'd like to explain it to you in plain English. I can't. But it's a bunch of BS. Every single SPAC deal and every company involved in a SPAC and every SPAC itself had to do a massive write down under SEC rules And you want to talk about being made to look bad by by a regulator? Here it is in Technicolor. And some people were fooled in the case of SoFi that, oh, this is the new normal. They're going to lose this kind of money every quarter. No, it's a one-off write down. It's done with. It's over with. You take that one extraordinary item out of the equation and you look at the real business numbers for SoFi. They are coming on. Fantastic. Coming on beautifully. Matterport today up 25 cents a share right now at 1440. 12,500 volume. When I noticed the stock this morning, I happened to catch a breaking headline on MarketWatch that WEDBUSH, the securities firm, initiated coverage on Matterport for the first time with an overweight rating and a price target of $22 a share. And when I noticed that headline come across, there had been maybe 217 shares traded that morning so far. Just stuck hadn't done anything. About 15 minutes later, it was up a dime on maybe 2,000 shares of volume. Nothing was happening. Now we're at 12,500 volume. We're up to 1440. I'm sure that people would like to buy this stock, but they can't get any because there's none for sale in the pre-market. It virtually really doesn't trade much in the pre-market. Keep in mind that 90% of the stock market does not know who Matterport really is. They really don't know this company. A report like this one that's coming out from Matterport, and I don't have the details of their buy recommendation, but this goes a long way to legitimize the company. And as the hopefully weeks go by, we'll see more of these kinds of initiations and coverages. This is the beginning of the move for the stock, and this is what I'm looking for on SoFi, 23andMe, ATIP eventually when they get their new people involved, the new CEO and so on. Navstar, which is now Spire Global, and on and on and on. So we're hopeful for that. We're going to keep an eye on that, obviously, all day long. I noticed that 23andMe was up this morning. 783 up 54 cents on 136,000 shares. So we're happy to see that. There seems to be a report out. Someone is saying that there was a buy recommendation that was made by somebody, Credit Suisse or something. Someone mentioned it. I can't find it, but yeah, I don't care. It's at 782 up 53 cents on 137,000 shares. So we're nice to see this recovery already. I'd sure like to see a whole lot more because these guys owe us big time. We have been incredibly patient with 23andMe here, and it's just time for the street to find out all about the potential of this company. Getting back to $8 a share would bring us back to last Friday, Thursday range. Getting back to the $9 range would bring us back to about a week and a bit ago. It's been a while. It's just been a slide from the $9 range to here in the last week. Back in late July, we were in the $9.50, $10 range, and I'd sure like to see that eliminated, get back over 10 again. We haven't been at $10 since about July the 25th, 26th, and we haven't been at $12 since late June. So we're due for something. We sure need a pop-up here on 23andMe. It held the line at $10 through all of April, May, and June pretty well as it was anticipating this deal to go through. So it had been quite the run there. Prior to that, of course, the shares had hit their all-time high of 18.16 just in mid-February, roughly, just after they announced their arrangement with Virgin Group. So the hope I have and what I'm wondering right now is, because this announcement came out, I think from Credit Suisse, some of you have mentioned it. If this is true, this could also be the beginning of a number of recommendations for 23andMe by investment houses and analysts, and even $13 calls, taking us to say $11, $12 a share. I'm a happy guy already. I'm already a happy guy. It's a beginning, but I'm curious to see if additional buy recommendations come out as more analysts start to follow into the story. we'll keep you posted on that. So there's a little movement there. About bloody time, I'd like to say. Uh, Another one I'm waiting on is NSH. NSH is now going to be known as Spire, and I'm just going to double check here if I can just find this NAV site holding quote. At the moment on the New York Stock Exchange, I think I'm showing yesterday's quote, which is 992 now. Aspire is SPIR, I believe it was the new symbol. So let me try that and see if this works at all. No. Let's see if I put in the full name. Spire Group. Yeah, I don't have it yet. I don't have Spire available on my quote machine yet. Let's put this. I don't have it yet on my big ass iPad through MarketWatch. Let me just double check something though on my. By the way, Matterport just popped up to 1450. It's up 35 cents now. 14,000 shares traded. See if I can find NSH on my phone here. NAV site. Okay. Let's see. It's now showing Spire. I'm now showing Spire Global at 1050. Yay! That's better. Definitely better. So we're definitely getting a pop here of some kind. We seemed to close last night. I thought we closed last night at 993 on NAV site. So yeah, 993 last night on 500,000, like 520,000. And I'm showing just four shares traded. I mean, let's be real, but I'm showing a pre-indication of 1050 on Spire. So let's see how that works out for us. Okay, about time we get some movement here on some of our guys. 779 on 23andMe up 50 cents. Matterport up 35 cents to 1450. ATI still unchanged at 416. SoFi sitting at 1422. GameStop at 163, down 93 cents. So early indications are there's some things happening. The market as a whole is not helping us today. The Dow, as I said, down 201, but the Dow is being held down by two key Dow components, Walmart and Home Depot. They're both Dow 30 components. They're both lower today on results, and the Dow is showing a loss of 200. Now, S&P is showing a loss of 23 points. Both indexes are down about a half a percentage point, so they're similar. NASDAQ down 92 points, a 0.6% drop at the moment. So we're at right now. So we will have to, as we always do, stay on top of this whole thing. Lots happening, lots going on. Let's hope that our friends at 23andMe keep powering higher. We're at 782. And let's keep an eye, of course, on our Matterport now at 1449, 1450 on 15,400. These shares want to do a little pop for us here, a couple bucks a piece. It's going to help you folks who are option holders, of course. And we start getting forward momentum on these stocks, more momentum will come. And of course, every time an analyst writes up one of the SPACs, one of the former SPACs we're into, that's another sign of legitimacy that these entities are real and they're worthy of a look and they're worthy of perhaps medium to long-term investing. And you start getting people coming in to pick off these shares, and you can't get that many at these cheap prices. I mean, if you have 5 million shares of buying interest come into a stock over a week, there's no way you're going to get 5 million shares of 23andMe at $7.58 a share. That's not going to happen. You're going to have that at $11, $12, $13 in no time, and then we'll kind of build from there. All right. Well, we'll stay on top of that. Welcome one, welcome all to the channel today, to yours truly, as we are following these markets to see just where we're at and where we're going to end up at here. There's not much talk right now about interest rates going up. That kind of is, it seems to be cooling off rather quickly. We're finding that interesting. We're obviously if we are noticing retail stocks and or retail sales easing up a little bit, there will be no interest rate increases. That's not going to happen. The Fed is not going to try to slow down a U.S. economy that is slowing down on its own. Whether it's slowing down because Americans are not shopping as much, or are being, are finding that the variant is interfering with their lives, or whether store shelves are just not stocked with the merchandise people are looking for. If there's a slow up on the retail side, there's no way there's going to be a price interest rate increase. The other thing I'm noticing, and you've probably heard about this, you heard last week about Spirit Airlines. We're talking about that a little bit, how Spirit has been canceling flights lately. Apparently, that will continue for the next quarter. Spirit is literally cutting back their flight schedules. This is a discount airline. I mean, when a discount airline is cutting back its flight schedules, their excuse is flight crew scenarios. They're having labor shortage problems. But the secondary reasoning being handed out is lack of demand from passengers. And I kind of get the impression that, between now and Labor Day, all is well. The next 2 weeks or so, it's the 17th now. So next week's the 24th, the week after that, early August. So the next 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks will be fine. Labor Day. But after Labor Day, it sounds like and it looks like airline bookings have backed off dramatically at all airlines in the U.S. domestic. And Americans are just going, hey, come September 15, I was supposed to be back at my office, back to work. Last I heard a few months ago. Now I'm hearing stories that, no, we're not going to be back at the office until maybe January, because this variant has caused all kinds of havoc here in certain parts of the USA. Now we're wondering just what's going on. If airlines are cutting back, hotels will be cut back, which means, of course, car rental agencies will have lots of cars for rent. That could be good for Jennifer and I as we become nomads. And this economy begins to moderate a little bit, just moderate. That alone, just that, with a stock market priced for perfection, could be bad news for certain stocks. And we may find that there might be a correction in the market. There might be an adjustment in the kind of stocks people want to hold. There may well be a rollover where people are going to get out of consumer discretion and get into other sectors instead. Kind of come back to what we talked about before, where the Pelotons of the world will surge. The Zoom stocks will surge. Again, the stay-at-home economy. This stay-at-home economy I keep talking about, I keep bringing it up, is not going away. There is no way this is going to go away. A high percentage of people who've been given the opportunity to work from home are going to continue to take advantage of it, and they're going to do it on an ongoing basis. They are going to go back into their offices kicking and screaming. They're not going back voluntarily. They're not going to be intimidated back. I was watching a report about an hour ago out of on CNBC with Andrew Ross Sorkin, interviewing a New York-based leasing specialist about office leases and so on. And they're trying to paint the picture that New York is roaring back and it's going to be great. And I'm sorry, I have bad news for you guys. There might be a dead cat bounce going on for you guys right now. There might be a little recovery, because how much worse could it have gotten? I mean, a year ago, New Yorkers were dying in the streets practically. It was ridiculous. It's better. It's better than it was. Yeah, I'll give you that. But I can tell you that New York isn't coming back to the way it was in 2019. It's not happening. It is delayed at least another 6 months or longer. The other factor for New York that now it has to worry about, the city of New York now has to actually figure out that, with our taxes here and our business taxes and everything else, this is an expensive place to do business in. And we've noticed, corporate America has noticed, and many foreign companies with offices in New York, they've figured out that, if we're going to go remote business with a lot of our staff, there's no need for our head office to be in Manhattan. Or at least if we do have a head office in Manhattan, it does not need to be a 25,000 or 50,000 square foot multi-story lease scenario in some of these high rises in Manhattan, we can, in theory, have a 1,000, 2,000 square foot spot as an office if that's what we want in Manhattan. But even that is not so relevant anymore. We can be outside of New York State. We can be outside of New York proper. A lot less money, and we could be headquartered in Pennsylvania, in Ohio, in maybe Connecticut, probably not too high price there, but we can be elsewhere for a lot less money. Florida has been stealing business from New York all year because Florida doesn't have personal income tax, no personal income taxes on Floridian residents. Corporate taxes are low. Texas has been stealing like crazy. And businesses are figuring out, hey, we can have a head office in Texas, but we can have our staff located where they've been located. Now, we've had New Yorkers working here in our head office. We've had them commute in from Connecticut, from New Jersey. You know what? Those employees are still with us, but they're working from home now. And we're noticing that 20% of our employees who are still with us, who used to commute in every day, these folks are moving themselves. They're moving out of New Jersey, out of New York, to stay remote with us, stay working with us on a remote basis. But they're not even in the state anymore. They're not even in the Northeast anymore. They themselves are headed to Texas or headed to Florida because they're figuring out, hey, if I'm going to be a remote worker and I'm going to make 60,000 a year, 80,000 a year, 100,000 a year, whatever my salary was, if I'm considered a New York resident, I have to pay these taxes up here. If I call myself a Floridian and I set up shop in Florida to be a remote employee, my personal taxes just plummeted. And this 100,000 a year I'm generating out of Manhattan now is 100,000 that I'm generating in Florida, and my taxes on that 100,000 are 8, 10, 12% less than being in New York. I've just made myself $1,000 a month more in my pocket moving to Florida. Thank you very much. I kind of like it down here. It's warm, and I'm close to my parents who are retired here, or my aunts and uncles and grandmas and grandpas and all kinds of relatives. I like it. I'm going to be down here as well with my family, and I'm quite happy to be a remote worker from this area. And if my employer insists I come back to that office in New York or elsewhere, or quit or be fired, well, then you buy me out, take me out, and I'll find another employer to work for remotely from down here, because I don't need to generate the 100,000 a year that I had to generate in New York, or whatever the number was. Was it 120, 160, whatever it is? Because New York-based employees have to make much more money gross to net out what they have at the end of all the deductions. In Florida, you don't need to generate that high number to have the same standard of living, a very good standard of living. So if you find that you can get remote work on a consulting basis, you may find that you're way better off financially at the end of the day. And now you can live where you want to be living. Maybe it's Arizona. Maybe it's Nevada. Nevada has no personal taxes either. Very interesting thing happening here. Lots of changes going on. We are getting close to opening here. We're getting closer and closer and closer. Matterport right now, $4.40 a share. We're a half an hour away from the opening now. We're up 25 cents on 19,000 shares. The stock, Matterport, has been being covered by WEDBUSH Securities. They've initiated coverage with an overweight rating and a $22 target price for the stock. It's at $14.45. It's on sale. Yes, it is seriously on sale. And WEDBUSH is saying $22, kids. That's what we think it's worth. That's where we think it's headed. This business, Matterport, is absolutely on fire. It's an absolute winner. 23andMe this morning has perked up out of nowhere. $7.75 a share right now, 46 cents. It was sitting at $7.80 just a few minutes ago. We've already had 169,000 shares trade. The story goes, from what we're hearing and from what I'm getting from some of you, that Credit Suisse has either initiated coverage and or has put a buy recommendation on it, or an overweight recommendation, whatever it is. And the story is it's at least 13 a share, which is certainly higher than 7.75. So something's happening on 23andMe for sure, because it is reacting nicely this morning, already in the pre-markets. We're happy about that for sure. Otherwise, I'm looking at just other stocks. Goldman Sachs down 245 to 405.90. The lower this goes, the bigger a bargain this stock is. The high for the year now, 418. It's at 40, just under 406. This is a company that's trading at 7.4 times earnings, and earnings are exploding. This company will not stay here much longer. This stock should be trading at about 12 to 14 times earnings. But if it even just reached 10, just 10 times earnings, that would be about $150 a share more. It would put you at $550 a share. So pick up some call options on this one. Go out a ways and pick up some call options, keeping in mind that the 500, 550 target range is kind of in the wheelhouse. I think 700 is more likely within the year. But you can get some 450s, 440s, 420s. You can afford $420 contracts that are good for next January, February, March, somewhere out there, April, May. You may have yourself a contract over $100 in the money between now and that time frame. You could do really, really well. So there you have it. Those are my thoughts on that one. What else is going on here? We've got 23 SoFi right now. 14.29 was the close last night. 14.10 is where we're at the moment. Volume this morning, 260,900 is where we're at. By the way, here in Creston, we're getting rain. It's been raining overnight. Our high today will be 58. That's it for the high today. This is glorious. We haven't been this cool in weeks. We haven't been down here a long time. We're breathing a sigh of relief. It's going to rain all day today. All day today we have rain, and boy, are we happy to get it. The region here is getting just hit with rain all over the place. This is exactly what the doctor ordered for British Columbia. I'm hoping that this is province-wide and we get rid of this smoke, because I'll tell you, it's been affecting my vocal cords. It's been affecting Jennifer. It's we've been just blowing our noses and it's just been terrible. Just awful. So we're hopeful that this is a big clean out, and also a big boost for the firefighters to really tackle those fires. So we'll watch that closely. 28 minutes to go until we start trading on the day today. Welcome to the channel. Nice to have you here. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll try to do what I can. Anyway, we'll see what's going on. And here we go. Could you give me advice on SoFi puts? What's a good contract? I don't have much. I was looking yesterday at the idea of SoFi $15 puts. That would be like September's or further out, because there would be a premium generated. And whatever, if you can get like a $2 premium, you'd be buying the stock essentially at $13 if you were assigned it. I haven't seen a juicy contract for SoFi on the put side. Realistically, this right now we're in the end of August here, middle of August, and trying to write a $15 a put contract on SoFi, where the contract expires next 2 weeks. There's no premium. It's a $14.50 will get you 80 cents. The stock's at $14.08. There's not a lot of premium there. If you look at maybe January 2022's, the good news for January 22 is you can write a $15 put contract, probably get about $3.30 for it. But it's about 80 cents in the money, so you're going to get $2.50 premium. So you'll be paying $12.50 a share if you got exercised. And I don't mind paying $12.50 for SoFi if I had to, but I don't think I have to. $12.50 call or put, $12.50 put, probably $1.80 will come your way. So you'll be asked to pay about $11.70 for SoFi. That might be a contract to consider. But if you're bullish, if you're a very aggressive bullish player, you might want to write $20 contracts. You might want to write $20 contracts that expire January 2022. These are on the puts. If you do that, you'll haul in about $7.10, and you're paying $12.90 a share if exercised. if the stock between now and next January inches up into the 16, 17 neighborhood, just $17, this contract will only have a $3 book value. You keep $4 cash to not buy the stock. Not a bad deal. If the shares do reach 20 between now and January, which can happen, these contracts have a zero value in a book value. You might buy them back for $1, $1.50, scoring a $5.50 profit by only offering to buy the stock at $20 until January with a $7.10 upfront payment. So that might be a put contract you might want to consider looking into if you're aggressive. Anyway, Bruce, I hope my rain dance helped. It couldn't have hurt. Couldn't have hurt. Not at all. Couldn't have hurt. Anyway, there it is. That's what we've got going here. What else is going on here? Thank you, everybody, for popping in and seeing us here. Nice to have you here. And what else is going on here? Lots of sarcastic comments this morning. We got a lot of that going on. We got a lot of nastiness out there. Maybe not here on this show, but boy, is there a bunch of nastiness out there. You can tell. I can really tell when the market is firing in all cylinders and when it's not. Because when it's not firing in all cylinders, the anger comes out, the resentment comes out, and the frustration comes out. And it's just human nature. People just they just react in a frustrating way, and they lash out. And it happens. Those of us in the YouTube business, we get the brunt of a lot of this, and it's just the way it is. The cost of being in this business is sometimes to take people's wrath when they're not very happy with how things are going, and it sort of screams at us. Someone like myself, with the experience I have, it shows me. You can quickly figure out which of your viewers are investors and which of your viewers are flippers that might call themselves investors, but they're actually very wound up short-term traders, or they're much too over-leveraged into the market when they shouldn't be. But it is what it is. We do the best we can with what we have. Anyway, I want to say thank you, all of you who've come through here, who are watching this morning, those of you who are members, not members, subscribers, not subscribers. Thank you. You're all welcome here. Love having you aboard. Hopefully we'll have a good day today and a good week. We're just shifting the chat now to members only, because this is a members only channel. Those of you who are members, you did get an alert this morning. Hopefully you got your alert before we, this will be about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago. If you did get the alert, just let me know you got it. You don't have to say what it is. It's private between us. But members, you were given an alert this morning. Just right off the bat when I got going. It was barely a few minutes into my morning. And again, way to go on top of that. We're, like I say, I'm optimistic about some of our stocks here. I'm very happy to see what's happening here on our shares of 23andMe. I'm very pleased to see what's happening now for the shares of Matterport picking up. 23andMe right now, $7.74, up 45 cents on 185,000 shares. That's nice to see. We're showing Matterport right now, $14.31, up 16 cents on 38,000 shares, just a little bit better. Hopefully we'll have a nice little start when the market opens up in 22 minutes, and we'll get this going. Check your alerts to make sure you did get an alert this morning. Those of you who are following my classes, and those of you who want to become better at trading options, just announced this morning that lesson number 9, having to do with butterfly spreads, option spreads, that lesson is now up on the website stockmarketswithbruce.ca, and it's now available for download and your viewing enjoyment. And I think some of you, I know a number of you, I'm certain of it. You watch that video and you will realize how little money it takes to control even hundreds of thousands of dollars in stock for less than a couple of $100. and the risk factors can be very, very low. You might be shocked at how you can do that. I hope that these classes will spur you to take a look at different ways you can play the options market and the market in general. Whether you're going to write options for premium, short term, medium term, long term, or whether you're going to play option spreads, where you're going to try to limit your downside risk dramatically and try to score a gain on a fairly short-term position. Check that out and see what's going on. If you didn't get an alert this morning, check your community tab and see if an alert came through there through my homepage. You should have received an alert this morning. There was an alert just for members only this morning that went out earlier today. I'm just going to double check on my thing here. I'm not sure if it shows me the time it went out. Let me see if I could find it here. Yeah, there it is there. And I don't know what time it went out. It says about an hour ago it went out as a members only alert. So yeah, check your local listings, as we like to say. Let's see if you can find it. And we'll go from there. Anyway, thank you everybody for being here, and it's nice to have you around. We have got 181 thumbs ups. Thank you for that. Appreciate the 181 thumbs ups. If you can keep those coming in, we can get that to 500 as soon as possible. That'll get this channel running again. We're 19 minutes to go before the opening. We need 319 thumbs ups to hit 500 before the opening. Please hit the thumbs up button right now. Just nail it. Don't even think about it. They're free to give away. Hand out some thumbs ups if you can. Put some momentum on the show. Here we go, 194 now. We're about to break 200 just like this. Thank you everybody for helping out. I appreciate it. Every bit helps. YouTube will push people our direction, and then they can follow the Matterport story, which is now 1449. By the way, the stock is popping again, and the ME story stock is popping this morning here on that one. It sort of seems what's happening is a little rotation going on within our SPACs. It's kind of like every day one of our SPACs is popping a little bit for it's this one, then it's this one, then it's that one, then it's this one. I'm just hoping we have I'd like to have one day where every single one of them just goes up $5 each in one day. That'd be great. Is it too much to ask that every single stock I've ever recommended to you just goes up $5 in one day? Each one? Is it too much to ask? $7.75 on 23andMe, up 46 cents on 184,000 shares. Can't complain about this performance here. Matterport now showing $14.48, up 33 cents on 40,150 shares. Happy to see that. And we have 240 thumbs ups, and they're coming in. We just added 60 thumbs ups in 5 minutes, where I'm asking for help. And you know what? It's time to throw the neat emoji out there to help these stocks go higher and get us some more thumbs ups. Here we go with the neat emojis. Let's hit that baby and make YouTube wonder what the heck is going on with that channel over there. All those viewers are putting the neat emojis out there, and he's getting all these thumbs ups. I mean, what does that guy do? How does he do that? No other channel does this. This is truly a unique channel. No one knows what's going on. We confuse everybody. Thank you, everybody. Hey, Uncle Bruce, how does the June 17th, 2022 490 call sound for December? For 12:45 on Goldman. June 2022, $490 call for 12:45. Well, it's definitely out there. There's no question about the timing. The pricing is pretty high, but let me just take a peek here from my angle here. We're at 408 on the stock, so you are really pushing out the contract. I would prefer you were closer in. I mean, it's just, my hunch here. Let me take a look here for June. Here we go. The June contracts. Here we go. Alrighty, there we are. Yeah, I see those 490s. 1240, 13. Yeah, geez, $2 more, you're $10 closer. $4 more, you're $20 closer to the price of the stock. In other words, a 1680 we'll get you $470 contract instead of a $490. I really would like you to be closer in. If you can afford a $22 contract price, so roughly $22, you'll be at a $450, and that only puts you $42 away. With a $550 stock, a $450 contract will have $100 book value, probably another $10 premium. You'll be $110 on a $21 investment. There's 5 times your money. I really like the idea of the 450 contract for June. If I got my timing right, June 17th. If you're looking at January 2022's, these will be January the 21st, 2022. A $20 contract will get you into 420s or 425s. And I like that even more. And the reason I like it even more is that having a $425 contract with a $407 stock price, you're only $18 away from being at the money. And you've got December for results. The stock's already been roughly to 418. So I like that deal more than getting a 490. That 490 contract is just so far out. It's just a long, long way out. Even if you put a $12 into a contract for December, you would at least be buying 450s. And that's $40 closer with less time, I agree, but $40 closer. But I really like the 425 for December at about $20. I would really take a good look at that one if you can afford to scoop it. All right. Thank you for all of you who are asking these questions about options. I hope you enjoyed yesterday's show yesterday afternoon. Those of you who were here yesterday afternoon, I went in front of the whiteboard for the entire show for the last hour of trading. And what I thought I would do was talk stock options and the markets at the same time for the last hour of the day yesterday. And I was helping some of you kind of help calculate out the risk reward and upsides and kind of revenues you could generate if you wanted to write call options, and also look at buying call options and buying puts and writing puts on a number of situations, on different stocks yesterday. And I think that went fairly well. I'd be kind of curious to know if how you all reacted to it. And we'll see what's going on. And what else is going on? Let's go. Some folks are happy and not happy, I guess. There it is. I enjoyed watching it, and I'll try it on the rerun. Like I say, I did about a 1 hour and 10 minute show yesterday in the afternoon where I was in front of the whiteboard. I might want to do that again because I think that's getting a lot of, it seems to be getting reactions from you folks who are watching this and following this. Because I'm trying to give you literally live indications of what it's like during market hours for these types of trades. I know it's low tech where I just write it down on the board, but you know what? It just stays up there, and then I can keep pointing at it rather than just trying to point at some kind of a chart of some kind, some kind of electronic chart. Anyway, I'm curious how you like it. Hey, Uncle Bruce, any chance that 50% of all the SPACs will hit $30 by January? Well, anything is possible with any of these stocks. Anything is possible. We're at 775 on 23andMe, up 46 cents now, 189,000 volume. Matterport this morning, 1435 now, up 20 cents on 40,700. Both of these stocks have been now written up by analysts. Get ready for more of this on all of the companies that used to be SPACs, as slowly but surely they become more and more known. Let's see what's going on. Erico, Bruce, please do more of those videos. It brings a new angle to your channel and is very informative rather than reading endless comments. Just my 2 pennies, thank you. I was thinking the same thing. I like it. It's good to show other people what you do. I mentioned it on eToro, so probably more will join. Hey, Uncle Bruce, can you explain the thing about the reversal repo data? What will happen if it's going higher? I'm not a bond guy. I'm not going to bore you people about repos on the bond markets. Uncle Bruce, the afternoon show was great. Thanks. We'll rewatch. Right on, right on. Glad you liked it. That's good. I think that's what we're trying to making easier to follow. Yes, that's another thing I was thinking about. If I can show it to you in written form, and then go over different examples. If I can take like GameStop, or I can take SoFi, or any of these stocks, and I can show you 3 or 4 different options that are happening simultaneously. You can then compare. We can just see the difference in pricing depending on how long they have to live, what their premiums are, risk reward ratios, this kind of stuff. I'm thinking that was good. To rewatch, it is gold. SoFi, let's see. Bruce is a great way to show your talents and bring new info to the channel. And let's see what's going on. Well, my thinking here is if stocks go up, it solves all problems. Those of you who are upset or a little behind on your investments, or concerned about how you're doing, you know what? All you need is a little pop on some of these stocks, and all of a sudden things start to turn quickly. Matterport today at 14.33. This is still dead quiet time. This is a company that is not yet known in the marketplace. I mean, they just aren't. If this was a heavily followed stock, we'd be at a million volume right now. We're at 42,000 volume on Matterport this morning. This is a story that you know about, I know about, a handful of us know about it, and this company is now being written up by WEDBUSH. It'll be written up by others going forward. Every other analyst out there will slowly but surely write up their report on WEDBUSH, because if WEDBUSH is writing up a report, others will follow. This is just part of the business. And the shares will not need a lot of volume to pop a couple of bucks a share. I mean, to get Matterport at 17 to 20 a share would not take a lot of volume. And something tells me at a Matterport at 20 will make a lot of you very, very happy. And it won't require much. 23andMe, same thing. To get this back to $10 will not take a lot of buying power. We've had 190,000 trade this morning. We're holding 775 right now. We're up 46 cents. To get through $8 and $9 will take nothing, and then we're on our way to 10. Hang on, get ready. Mr. Branson and his crew, they need 20 to $50 a share to make it worth their while, and they're not going to be interested in 10 or 12 and be happy with that. Anyway, there you go. Here we go. Yesterday's whiteboard format was much more engaging, much appreciated. I think we're going to do it again this afternoon. I think we'll do another whiteboard session this afternoon. We'll see what's going on. Let's see. Some of you folks are thinking you've made mistakes buying shares in these SPACs. If you're going to talk to a relative who's going to say, a skeptic, they'll go, "Oh, you're an idiot. You shouldn't have done that." I love armchair quarterbacks, don't you? They just love to tell you how dumb you are if something doesn't work out. But if something does work out, they call you lucky. They go, "Oh, you were lucky on that one. You weren't smart. You weren't calculating. You weren't disciplined. You were just lucky." But if your stock didn't work out right off the get-go, "Oh, you're an idiot. I mean, why did you do that? Only dummies play like this." The reality is you have to take a stand, make your investment, and stand firm. And that is the name of the game. And this is why I refer all of you, if you're looking to buy some of these SPACs, options on these SPACs, you go January. You go out as far as you can. That's what I've been saying. And you just stick around for the win. And today we have a couple of more examples of potential wins where Wall Street is beginning to talk about some of your SPACs. This is beginning to happen. It's only the beginning. This isn't the middle. This isn't the end. It's only the beginning, and you're going to get a lot more of it. I have SoFi $15 calls expiring this Friday. I could really use a pop. I'm sure you can. Why are you sitting on SPACs for this Friday? I didn't tell you to buy options for this Friday. You bought them for this Friday. Yeah, well, I hope I hope you get a run this week. I really do. I know you need it, but what are you doing with options that are expiring this Friday? I just don't get how high volume on SoFi is killing us. Why is this high volume doing what it's doing. It is doing what it's doing. I like it. I like this high volume on SoFi. I want high turnover here on SoFi. I want turnover on SoFi from now on. That's what I want. Hey, you got it, Austin. We're just early. That's all. It's all good. I want a volume on SoFi and all of our SPACs to reach fevered pitches. I want to see 10, 20, 30, 50 million a day or more. Every day volume. That's what I want. I want these to be heavily, heavily followed, globally followed by investors globally. That's what I want. Will we get it? I don't know. We'll wait and see. 14.13 on SoFi in the pre-market, 400,000 shares traded. I don't see any news this morning. That's the latest here, but this turnaround on SoFi can be instantaneous. I'll be talking to you about SoFi at 14.10. 10 minutes later, I can be talking to you about it at 14.50. An hour later, I can be talking to you about it at 15.25. End of the day, 17.50. And then here we go the next day, even higher. This stock has the potential to really make a run at any time. At any time. All bets are off when this thing takes off. But, we just gotta stick around. That's the thing. What can I say? Are we still bullish on CYXT? Yes, I am. I'm bullish on every one of these that I've talked to you about. Everyone. I've not changed my position. I've not changed my resolve. I think these will all become winners. I'm not happy with ATIP. Not happy about it. It's not like I'm happy with all of these stocks. They have yet to deliver their ultimate return, but they will do a delivery. But the ATIP, there's stuff happening behind the scenes that is going on here. Serious stuff going behind the scenes. The stock does not reflect it at this point, but it will. It will. You got to buy before you can sell. Buy the dips. There you go. Duncan, you got it, my friend. Yes, it is. It's still on my list. Volume is the key. Let's go. What else have we got here? Yeah, here you are. I think you need to learn the difference between GameStop squeeze phenomenon and how to invest in the stock market in normal circumstances. Yes, that is true. This is exactly it. I like running. The thing I have learned most here is that when I became president, I'm going to tell the SEC I'm going to fire a lot of people. There you go. I'm running, Uncle B. So you stand by your commit on these SPACs to hit $20, $30. I think they're going to do just fine. But don't ask me what day they're going to do it. That I can't help you with. Fintel has GameStop combined short volume race for yesterday, 65 units. So it's history. I don't know, my friend. I can't tell you where these numbers come from. I can't tell you if these numbers are trustworthy or not. We can't verify this stuff. It's unverifiable, and so I'm just going to just let the stock do the talking. The price of the stock will tell me what's really going on. 773 now on 23andMe. We're 2 minutes away from the opening. We're very close. And we're moving higher. 775 now on 23andMe, 193,000 volume. I'm happy to see that. Matterport now sitting at 14.55, up 40 cents on 44,000. This can pop a couple of bucks today if it really wanted to. Let's see how that goes. We're waiting for Spire to pop through here. And I'm not yet showing Spire on my one quote machine, so I got to wait. We're almost ready here. Okay, let's take a look here if I can find it. Yeah, Matterport 14.5. Love it. 779 on 23andMe. We're going higher. Come on. Spire still showing. Nope, I don't have it. I'm sorry. I had it. Now I don't have it. There's glitches in the quotation system for Spire. So sorry, I can't give you an accurate price right now on Spire. We'll have to wait for the opening to go through and for the stock to be popping up here. If anyone does get a quote on Spire, you let me know. Okay, guys. All righty. Let's see. Institutional investors are filing opening positions on SoFi. I think we're up to near 20%. And here, let's see here. Happy Pappy. I've noticed that when I mention being down money, everyone says don't blame Bruce, which I never did. So if I eventually make money, do I get the credit or should I thank Bruce? It's okay. I have a lot of call options of these now. Public companies for November. Bought them 3 months ago. Bought as far as I could. Should I be rolling now? No, I wouldn't worry about that yet. My mistakes and stuff. I was first investing so heavily in January. I could go back in time. Whatever. I have 993 for Spire. Thank you. 991 and at 1059 is the bid ask. Interesting. Thank you, Terry and CMP. Thank you guys for this info. 1455 on Matterport now. Looking good. 23andMe now is at 729. Is that accurate? I don't know if that's accurate. We're jumping all over the place here. Waiting to see what the opening looks like. Should be opening any moment now. Waiting for the first opening trades. Yep, we're just starting off. The bell is going. Alrighty, let's see what the market has for us as we begin the start of a new day. Alrighty, Robinhood up a penny right now on 400,000 shares. We've got SoFi. Is this accurate? I don't know. No, I still have yesterday's quote. I'm waiting for this to pop through. 23andMe 758. It looks like. Yeah, 758 up 29 cents. We've got the Dow under pressure, down 268 right now. And we've got Dow down 288, S&P down 31, NASDAQ down 138. SoFi 14.15 down 14 cents. GameStop 161.87 down $2. ATIP 14.14 down a couple of pennies. AMC down 89 cents. Matterport 14.30 up 15 cents. 23andMe up 39 now to 7.68. Manuel says Spire is 9.93. Larry says the bells are going. Ring that bell, baby. Spire now 10.25 apparently. We got Fifth Wall down 11, Vector down 8, and we're waiting for Spire to begin trading. I'm going to try to get Spire in here if I can. Let's see. SPIR. Let's go back. If I can get this to work here. Easier said than done. Here we go. Spire 10.25 up 32 cents. And that looks like what we have here, folks. Okay. We'll see what's going on here. Let's take a peek here. There we go. Let me edit my thing here and see if I can get this to work properly. Hold on. There we go. We're going to bring Spire into our little chart here. There we go. Nav site. There it is. Goodbye, Nav site. Hello, Spire. How about that? The changes continue. 32-cent gain. It appears at the moment to show on Spire. Okay, Robinhood up 16 cents. SoFi now up 4 to 14.32. GameStop down 36 cents only. ATIP now down 7. AMC down 40. Matterport now showing unchanged last trade, 14.15 with a range of 14.14 to 14.45 on 97,000. We'll watch for that in a few minutes as these minutes go by as we get through the opening. 23andMe up 33 now to 762 on 422,000 to start the day here. Fifth Wall down 11, Vector down 12, Spire at 10.25, showing 213,000. We'll watch for that. Cyxtera down a dime. IBM down 58 cents to 143 even. The Dow down 287. The Dow definitely taking it on the chin to start the morning. Looking at the winners, United Healthcare up $1.91, Travelers, Merck, Procter, and Johnson & Johnson. Those are the only up stocks on the Dow. The worst performers are Home Depot down 12.80, Goldman down 4.50, Boeing down 4.29, a Caterpillar down 2.30, Walt Disney down 2.14, Salesforce down $1.90. And a lot of stocks are down $1 a share. So we only have 5 up stocks on the Dow at the moment to start the morning. So a little pullback of 0.79%, 281 points. Catastrophic opening? No, not catastrophic at all. Alrighty, SoFi going straight up. Please carry on. There you go. I like that. Like the thought of that. SoFi now 1438 up 9. And if you like SoFi, just keep nibbling at it. Hey, Uncle Bruce, how do we compare to your clients in the 80s? Do you think we have more stomach for the market or less? More educated or less? Oh man. You are totally different people. You are totally different people. We're all different people. I was a different person in the 80s. I wasn't the same guy I am today. I'm born in 55, became a teenager in the 70s and my 20s and in my 30s and the 80s, and all of my clients who were in their 20s and 30s and 40s and 50s, we were all children of the 50s and 60s trying to figure out what was going on in this world, and it was a quickly changing world. We're looking at our parents going, geez, Dad, you're using an adding machine for your retail business, your music store, Dad. My father's adding machine was the size of a toaster oven. It added, subtracted, multiplied, and divided. If I recall, I think that's all it could do. It had a tape dispenser, so you could click, 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 and then rip the tape off and see if you typed it incorrectly, which modern machines don't have. But things have changed. Things were changing and have changed since. And of course, the news delivery. Oh my gosh. The way public companies used to communicate to how they communicate now, what is expected of public companies from communication now, and how the exchanges communicated then versus now and traded then. There's no comparison. There's just no nothing. 791 on 23andMe. We're at 791, 792, 793 on 23andMe. We're moving higher here quite quickly. Matterport at 1415 unchanged. 793 on 23andMe, up 64 cents. Robinhood up $1. SoFi up 40 cents to 1469. GameStop up a dime now. It's gone positive. ATIP is coming back. It's only down 6 cents. AMC went positive. Matterport hanging around 1412, 1415, up 61 on 23andMe to 790 now. On that one, Fifth Wall down 8, Vector down 24, Spire Global 1049 now on 9,000 shares. I'm trying to figure out the volume here. I think the market's trying to figure out what's going on. Still showing this 1025 to 1050 range. I don't know what to believe. This is going to take a while. 1034 now on Spire. Sextera down 12. IBM down 53 cents. We're watching here. Matterport just went positive as well, up 3 cents. All right. 1460 on SoFi. We're jumping. Let's move here on our stocks. Let's see what we got going on here. I can't find a price. I don't know if the options will change yet. I'm not sure if the options market is open. I'm not sure if the option market has shifted over yet. That might be the problem, Michael. Keep an eye on that. Let's see. Coyote says, I get a fat paycheck and signing bonus next week. Watch GameStop take off before then and make me cry. Well, I mean, I wouldn't cry, but I'm about to drop a lot on it, so please wait around for me. I'm about to buy in here, $7.90.95 on 23andMe. Looking to run to 8 here on 23andMe. Matterport back at 14.13, down 2. AMC up 94. ATIP is only down 2 cents now. GameStop up 59. SoFi 14.62, up 33 cents. This is what we got going here. Let's see. What else is happening here? Local Bruce. Hello there, Mr. Mojo. Let's see. Did you have any hair in the 80s? Not much. Splayer, good that I'm waiting with VACQ. It sounds to me that for too much long term, for example, an NASA mission to the moon, so Rocket Lab will start producing for 24. Rocket Lab will be very busy in the meantime launching satellites. They've got a back order of hundreds of orders to launch satellites. They're going to be very busy. 811 on 23andMe. We're going higher. Here we go. We're moving. I bought some cheap GameStop calls at 200 and 170 for this week. Pennies for huge upside. Let's hope it happens. Michael, I don't know if I want a big update more for me or for Bruce. ME is mental, absolutely mental. Hit 8, fell back to 790, then immediately to 811. Always a lot of trading at dollar increment. That's correct. 805, now up 76 cents. On the stock, volume on 23andMe, 914,000. So we got movement here. Matterport up 2 cents now to 14.17. Volume on Matterport, 150,000. AMC up 57 cents. ATIP down 3. GameStop up 51 cents. SoFi up 28 at 14.54, 15.56. Hood now 48.60 up 141. The Dow down 269. We're not getting any help from the big market. We are green on a bunch of the SPACs, but the big markets are negative. S&P down 26, NASDAQ down 118, oil down 51 cents. We have Fifth Wall only down 7 now. Vector still down 17. Spire at 10.10 up 17 on 17,000 shares. That's to be believed as accurate. Where am I? Sixtera unchanged, 9.19 now. So we're getting a lot of green here showing up on these SPACs all of a sudden with a couple of interesting moves so far. Well, hello, SoFi. 14.43 at 14 cents. Okay. Let's see. Where's everybody getting these Spire quotes from? Fidelity has yet to have yesterday's price. I can't find it on Market Watch. And Yahoo Finance, Spire, says Aaron. That's where I'm finding it. Let's see. Spire. The science could be interesting, but somehow I have the feeling it'll be the first good dip to catch before the data hits all the people. We'll see. We will see. 14.42 up 14 cents on SoFi. GameStop just went negative, down 29 cents. ATI physical up down a nickel. AMC up 77. Matterport down a penny, and 23andMe 802 up 73 cents at this moment in time. Interesting. See what's going on. What a morning. What an interesting morning. Alrighty. Let's see. Aspire, Think or Swim, 10.15. I own the stocks as Michael. I couldn't search for it, but I added it to a list. It says make it happen. 802 on 23andMe. 14.16 on Matterport, up a penny. It's jumping around a lot right now. ATIP unchanged. GameStop up 7. SoFi up 18. My entire screen is green. My entire screen. That's Robinhood, SoFi, GameStop, ATIP, AMC. Oh, Matterport just went negative 4 cents. 23andMe was green. In this market, my entire screen was green with the Dow down 280 points. Can I tell you, updating SPAC list now, Bruce? Thank you, Aaron. Number 4 does Ed Summers and Bruce laugh like the doctor on The Simpsons. Okay, Evan, thumbs, hit the like thumbs. Thank you, everybody, for your support. SoFi up 26 now to 14.55. GameStop up 69 cents to 164.62, going higher. ATIP unchanged. AMC up 82. Matterport still down 3, and 23andMe 7.99, 801. Here we are. Hey guys, hello there. All down from a month ago. They're saying DQ Michael Fidel is lagging with Spire. Make it happen is right. Add it to a watch list, and you can see it. Thank you for being here this morning. Thank you for those of you who are throwing thumbs ups this way. 327 thumbs ups. Keep them coming, guys. Thank you. 328. The more thumbs ups, the more people will follow this channel. We have got the Dow right now showing 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 6 of the 30 going up. And the big winner is a 53-cent gain for United Healthcare. There's nothing on the up volume on the Dow today. It's all down volume. The losers are Home Depot, Goldman, Boeing, Caterpillar, Nike, Honeywell. But I got to tell you, a lot of these stocks are only down $1 or so. There's not a lot of serious plummeting. The only one that's down any significance is Home Depot, down 15.61. And that's profit taking from a real good run it's had lately. Goldman's only down 391. Hardly anything to worry about. Let's go back to here. TDA reports my Spire stock is up heavily this morning. Nice little pop. And yeah, look, I'm not sure, my friend. I just take your image and I just pop it up there. I can't size it. I can't move it. I can't do anything with it. I'm stuck with whatever you're giving me. And right now it's just like that. If you're able to do it like maybe some kind of a like twos, like 2, 4, 6, 8, maybe that way. Again, I don't know. I'll do the best I can with what I've got. Let's see. That seems to be the trend. If the stock market is doing well, these SPACs tank. If the stock market takes a crap, the SPACs start to climb. Instead of why the face, I'm thinking why the inverse. I don't know. A clean banner for the top of the screen, perhaps. I don't know. Someday I'll be able to adjust it and reposition it when I learn more about how to operate this machine and any other ways of manipulating it. But at the moment, I am so inept. I just load it, put it up, and there it is. Yeah, you've probably noticed on some of my alerts that I do to you folks on the YouTube alerts, you'll see logos or some kind of an image. You only get a part of it, and then you click on it, you see the whole image. I don't know how to resize this stuff. I'm totally inept on the technical side. I'm just trying to stay on the air and give you ideas in plain English of what's going on. The other stuff we'll figure it out as time goes on. 23andMe 812. 23andMe now 813. I think we're hitting a new high here today. 816 was the high that I just a moment ago. We're up now 84, 85 cents a share. Matterport is still sitting at 1404, down 11 cents. Disappointing on Matterport. I just wonder, though, if this is a morning sell-off that is about to end, and then we're going to take off on Matterport. I just sense that the beginning of a move is coming for Matterport. But boy, can I tell you what minute? No, cannot tell you. Let's see. GameStop up $1.67 to 165.60. Happy to see that. SoFi 22-cent gain. 14.51 right now. We've got a gain of 16 cents on Spire, 10.09. IBM down 98 cents. The Dow down 283. Apple's up 32 cents against this drop. Interesting how this is working. Royal Caribbean down $1.79 to 76.59 on Royal Caribbean, going lower. 8.10 on 23andMe, up 81 cents. That's a 10% gain today. So far, 11% gain. Thank you. Welcome back, 23andMe. Keep on coming. There's no need to stop here. You can do so much more than this. So, yes, keep it coming. 1408 on Matterport, down only 7 cents now. And then just as I said it, 1401 down 14 cents. So, trying to predict this. We're up $2 now on GameStop, 165.99, heading for 166 and beyond. 1446 on SoFi, up 17 cents. There you go. There's where we're at right now. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Nice to have you here. Yeah. Thank you for looking into that, Aaron. I have no idea how this works. And let's go. Why are big institutions not buying ME at this low price? Can't answer that question. I just don't know. Why the face, IBM? Why the face? Oh my. Yeah. Oh, why on earth is VACQ still at this level 3 days before the shareholder meeting? Can't answer that question either. These are questions. I can't answer these questions. We can only make note of it. In some cases, these companies, I guess, they need to do their meeting. They get the vote done. It's all registered and officially done. They change their stock symbol, and then they move. I can't make heads or tails of it. I'm not able to control it. I can only report on it and tell you what I see in plain English, and then we got to kind of go with the flow and see what we can do. 1442, we're up 13 cents on SoFi. GameStop 166.28, right through 166 like a hot knife through soft butter. We're up 235 on GameStop. ATIP down a nickel. AMC up $1.77. Matterport up down 13. ME up 73. Spire 1009 up 16 cents. And IBM down $1.12. Heartbreaker. We're down 265 on the Dow. Home Depot down 1382. Microsoft down $1.46. Apple up 20 cents. Tesla down $14. Bed Bath & Beyond down 33. BlackBerry up a penny. Royal Caribbean down $1.56. Norwegian down 50. Carnival down 40 cents. Amazon down $24.99. Facebook down $1.95. Google down $3.95. Target down $4.45. JP Morgan down $1.64. Costco down $1.17. Walmart up $1.24. It was down to start the day to $149.10. That was over $2 ago, almost $3 ago. It's now up on the day. Walmart is improving right now. Cisco down 37 cents. Nvidia down $3.75. Goldman down $4.26. Walt Disney down $1.64. eBay down $1.48. American Airlines down 36 cents to $19.40. Let's see. Moderna up $9 to $3.83. Okay. Micron down 31 cents to $70. Intel down 77 to $52.70. There's where we are with some of the more followed stocks that I keep an eye on. Up 11 on SoFi, up $1.40 on GameStop, up $1.30 on AMC, down 15 on Matterport to 14 even, and 23andMe 809 up 80 cents this morning. There you have it. That is the deal right now on where we're at. Good morning, Uncle Bruce. Hey, Seth, how you doing? Welcome to the show today. Nice to have you folks here. Nice to see you popping through here, see what's going on. And we need to make a Bruce index. Let's see. DQ says IBM isn't a heartbreaker anymore. IBM is just an angry little antisocial stock that keeps getting unfriended. There you go. SoFi and Matterport are above 10. Yeah, okay. Everyone's so sure that every SPAC will tank should write calls on their stock or buy puts. There you go. Yeah. Dana, every time you say heartbreaker about IBM, I get that Pat Benatar song in my head all day long. But if you know the lyrics, they are really aligned with IBM. Heartbreaker. SoFi and Matterport still went down a lot around the time of their deals. IBM is a grower, not a shower. Okay. And let's see. Splurter would love to be somewhere else. Oh no. SoFi down a penny at $14.28, getting attacked here with a bit of a sell wave. GameStop 165 up $1.07. ATIP down a dime. AMC holding a 123 gain. Matterport now down 11. Oh boy, 1404. Pardon me, folks. 23andMe 802 up 73 cents. Fifth Wall down a dime. Vector down 17. Spire up a nickel at 9.98. Cyxtera down 18. IBM down 95 cents. We're getting this sort of first morning rush and a morning back off, and here we go. We're trying to figure it all out. The Dow's still down. It is down 294 points. At the moment, down 0.84 of 1%. S&P down 31.9. NASDAQ up down 140 points. Oil up 8 cents at the moment. That's what we've got here. 1434 on SoFi up 2. 1431 up 2. There we are. Yep. Watching this market. 23andMe up 73 to 802. Volume now on 23andMe, 1.34 million shares. Very good. Matterport volume at $14. 200,000 shares. No volume. AMC volume today, 15.2 million. Not a lot going on there either. GameStop volume, 180,000. We're talking quiet. SoFi volume, 4.3 million. Quiet start to the morning today. That's what we have. $7.99 on 23andMe. up 70 cents. That is where we're at, guys. Yeah, let's see. I'm a little green today, but Matterport is not good to me. What's going on with NSH? It's now known as Spire, SPIR, sitting at $9.98, up 5 cents. The high today, $10.50 on 32,000 shares. So the stock popped a little bit to start. And here we are. Uncle Bruce, I made a mistake buying SoFi August the 20th, 2022 50 call options. They're worthless at this point. Any option other than letting them expire at a total loss, lesson learned. Yeah, you're you just got to let them go and use the write-off as a capital loss against capital gains. That's it. Alrighty. Let's see. Let's go. Whew. Pardon me. Oh gosh. SMH goodbye. SMH at 256 down $5. The computer chip ETF absolutely. Home Depot down 16. That's a good buy. IBM 109 on the downside, 142.50. That is a good long-term buy. The Dow down 337 right now. Microsoft down 257. Apple down 87 cents. We got Tesla down $21 at the moment. Royal Caribbean down 206. So we got a sea of red going through right now. Definitely a sea of red. Robinhood holding a 75-cent gain. SoFi up a penny. GameStop up 94. ATIP down a dime. AMC up $1.07. And Matterport down 15. And ME23andMe up 79 cents on a day where the Dow was off 343 points. You can see the defiance of these stocks going the other direction on a real, down dip right now on the Dow. Okay, let's see. Let's go. Oh, gosh. Uncle Bruce, what do you think about the volume here on SoFi? What do you think is heavy, light? Well, lately, SoFi would have been at over 10 million by now, but it is only at about 4 something, so it's quite a bit quieter than it was. Papa Gamer, I still have time on my January 22, 2250 SoFi calls, right? Yes, indeed, you do. You do have time. We do have time there. We shall see. SoFi 14.25 down 4 cents at the moment. GameStop up $1.06 to $164.98. Pardon me. Thank you, Forest Fires. So stuffed. So stuffed up. These forest fires have not been good. We are hoping that the rain, we have rain all day today coming, and we're hoping that we clean out the air. Absolutely. You need more sleep. Tell me about it. I'm working for you guys 24/7. Bruce, have you ever been to South Carolina? Nope. Well, I should say yes, once. Driven through it. Driven through it, William. I remember stopping for the night. Our parents, we were driving from Florida up north in 1970, 71, and we stopped at the border between North and South Carolina. And there was a hotel resort, little theme parky place called South of the Border. And I don't know if it's still in business or not. This was 1970. This is how many years ago? 50 years ago. Oh my gosh. Oh Lord. I was 14, 15 years old, and we stopped at this place called South of the Border. And they had a Ferris wheel and some carousel rides, and they had this hotel, and it was a very busy place. I remember we were there the one night only. I thought it was pretty cool that this hotel was in South Carolina, just south of North Carolina. Mexican theme to it. Busy place, lots of cars everywhere, and we spent the night there. And my dad sprung for some tickets to allow us to ride these rides. We were allowed to ride some rides. I still remember that. I was 14, 15 years old. How about that? South of the border. So I was in South Carolina. We drove through South Carolina. through North Carolina into Virginia to get to Washington, D.C. We spent about 4 days in Washington, D.C., and we went for tours of different places in Washington for a few days. And then we drove home. I think we may have driven home in one go from Washington to Southern Ontario, if I can recall, back in 70, 71. I can't remember the exact year, but yeah, my dad had just bought a brand new Econoline Ford van with vinyl seats, bucket seats in the front for mom and dad, and bench seating, 2 rows of bench seating in the back of the van. No air conditioning, a heater on the floor under the middle seat, 3 on the tree transmission. We're talking that thing was cheap. That thing, my dad did not pay a lot of money for that, but he bought a brand new from Ford. Oh my gosh, the Econoline van. And we drove to Florida and back with this thing. Got the view on the road. We got the view because we were higher than all the cars. It was an interesting ride, I gotta say. Wow. But we stayed in hotels on the way down and back. SoFi up 3 cents. GameStop up 67 cents. ATIP down 8. AMC up 97. Matterport down 16 cents. And 23andMe up 70. Fifth Wall down 6. Vector down 22. Spire down 31 cents now to 9.62. Sextera down 35 cents to 8.84. Heartbreakers, these stocks. Heartbreakers. Down $17 on Home Depot, down $1 on IBM, and down 349 points on the Dow. Down $3 on Microsoft, down 93 cents on Apple, down $22 on Tesla. It's a negative day, folks. That's what it is. We have to take it. We have to tolerate it. We have to accept it. There's some green, but not a lot. And that is where we're at right now. Anyway, there you go. Bruce is playing the nose trumpet this morning. Yeah, well, it happens. Someone just doesn't want the stock of SoFi over $15. Somebody. And Uncle Bruce, you really should take a week off or something. Everyone deserves time off. Thank you. I didn't mean it as a dig. I just meant to look after yourself, says Aaron. Well, thank you. Value slightly over $1 billion. It's still here. Yes, south of the border is still around. It's still around south of the border. It's still there. Such a silly place. What can I say? It was really kitschy in 1970, 71. It was kitschy. Still around. It passed it every trip between Florida and Virginia. The big hat. My favorite part of your show is when you blow your nose and eat your bagel, laughing out loud. South of the border is still there. Isn't that great? Oh, man. My car got cleaned out while I slept at a hotel room at south of the border. I give it the finger every time I drive past. Yes, it's the hotel's fault, I'm sure. We showed up at Disney with the clothes on our backs. Bruce supports forest fires. There you go. How about that? Oh, man. South of the border, still there after all those decades. Oh, my gosh. Oh, lordy. I remember when we drove to Florida, this big epic trip that my mom and dad put together for us. It was an Easter break, that type of thing. I had to take a week off school. They had to put a note into the school saying, kids aren't going to be in school for a week. We're taking them out on a big trip. And we used to stay at these sort of, well, in those days, back in early 70s, I mean, there were Holiday Inns for like hotel chains. There were Hiltons, depending on where you were. But there weren't a gazillion Motel 6s, and there weren't Vagabond Inns, and there weren't, they hadn't happened. They were all mom and pops. All these hotels and motels all the way down to Florida and back were mom and pops. And we got to Tampa and Sarasota, Florida, and my father found a motel across the street from the water, just south of Tampa. And goes in to register for a room, and the guy behind the desk looks at my dad and goes, "Oh, hello there, Mr. Frommer. How you doing?" And he looks at the guy behind the table and goes,
Jerry, how you doing? Well, I can't remember his actual name, but they knew each other. The two of them had been in the Canadian army together, and the army, the guy from the army, moved down to Florida, opened up a hotel, had a motel down in Tampa, and here, 10 years or 9 years after my dad left the army, here's an old army buddy owning a motel down in Sarasota, Florida. We stayed there a week, and the two guys yucked it up for the whole week. My dad and his old army buddy told stories and stories and stories about what happened to him in those days. They were both stationed in Germany together when we moved to Germany, in West Germany at the time. And here they're comparing notes what happened to them after they left the army. Wow, just wow! What a small world! What a small world! You never know. You never know. Wow. Yeah, I'm sure after 5 decades, it's top notch. Howard Johnson's. Yep, there were Howard Johnson's. That's true. There would have been Howard Johnson's. Man, John, it doesn't age. It sucked 50 years ago. It sucks now. Oh man, oh man! All these mom and pop hotels and motels, many of them have disappeared. I'm sure they've all been changed out into chains. They've all become franchises, of course. It's all different now. But yes, those are the days way back when. Uncle Bruce, do you still recommend Home Depot, given your views on China? If so, why? The two seem incongruous to me. I'm missing something. Thanks. Well, I believe that the Home Depot people, their margins are so good and so high because they order direct from factory direct. They also have the ability to order direct from Pakistan, from India, from Indonesia, from Vietnam. Do not think that their entire investment is simply China only. They have got product being made in Mexico, everywhere. And so Home Depot is a world leader when it comes to learning and knowing how to import goods from overseas, stocking their stores. So 24/7, I like the way these guys run their operation. These dips here are an opportunity to get the stock at a discount price. That's where I look at it from. I don't believe the China issue is going to be a problem for them at all. I have no idea what we're talking about. I drove in the south of the border a few years back. It was like the land that time forgot, but nobody was there. Hojo, yeah, Hojo, Howard Johnson's motels. I remember the first time I ever had a Whopper was a Burger King in Florida. First time we ever had a Whopper. And we were hungry. Mom and Dad and the family were hungry, and we were driving along. I said to my dad, "Hey, there's a Burger King. We could try a Whopper. We've never had a Whopper before." And my dad looked at my mom, and she went, "Yeah, okay." That was unbelievable. That my mother would go, "Yeah, okay, we can go to a hamburger stand." This is a woman that cooked for meals from scratch. But it was holiday, and she wasn't cooking, and she said, "Yeah, let's try it." So we went into Burger King and had a Whopper. It was all right. It was all right. It was more of shtick than anything else because these are the commercials we had seen on television up in Canada. Home of the Whopper. They didn't have any in Canada, so this is a big deal. This holiday was a real learning experience. America, one-on-one. The hamburger store. Yeah, Coyote. It's a rest stop, hotel, store, mini amusement park that sits on U.S. Interstate 95 just across the North Carolina, South Carolina border line on I-95. Sees amazing amounts of travelers every year, known as south of the border. Yep. What a shtick. SoFi down 9 cents to $14.20. GameStop up 55 cents. ATIP down 6.5 cents. AMC up $1.15. Matterport down 11 to 14.04. 23andMe 801 up 72 cents. Fifth Wall down 6 cents. Vector down 20. Spire down 37 to 956. This the low of the day 933. 57,000 volume today. Cyxtera 882 down 37 cents. Low of the day 882 on 18,000 shares. Very quiet and no support today. Vanik down $5.30 a share. Home Depot down $15. IBM down $1. The Dow down 274. So we're coming back a little bit on the Dow. Still under pressure. Ponderosa, all you can eat. Yeah, Ponderosa. Oh man, I remember those days. My dad, we would go out to Ponderosa once in a while. They even had Ponderosa in Kitchener, Ontario, and we would go out to Ponderosa. All you can eat. Oh man, get a cheap steak for like $5 or $3. I can't remember. Oh man. Let's see. Let's see. Hey Bruce, I'm thinking about a put credit spread on GameStop for this Friday. Think I should wait until Wednesday. That might be an idea. And on the other hand, it might not. It's gotta work for you. Yeah, I can't give you an answer to that one. The Whopper was pretty good. It was all right. It wasn't great, but yeah, it was fine. Are there any Ponderosas? I don't think so. I think they're long gone. Yep. Oh man, Ponderosa steakhouses. Yeah, even they didn't last. I don't know if they lasted more than 5 years in Canada, 10 years. I'm not sure, but yeah, Dad would take the family. We'd go to Ponderosa every couple of weeks. We'd go, and you'd have the steak, the baked potato, the salads, the sides, a dessert, a drink, and I think my dad got us all fed, like a family of 5, to be fed for maybe under $20 all in. Yeah, I remember those in okay years, okay retail years, we'd go. In not okay retail years, we would we'd eat at home and eat cheaper making the food ourselves. Ponderosa still exists. Oh my God. How many reiterations are there now? I don't know. I do not know. Oh my goodness. SoFi 14.19 down a dime at the moment. Volume on SoFi so far today, 5.7 million. Yeah. Days gone by. Down 262 on the Dow. And we've got U.S. retail sales slump 1.1% due to shortage of cars and Amazon Prime hangover, says a headline. And let's see. Yeah, that Whopper is a lot bigger than they're making them now. The other thing I noticed about the Whopper back in those, my hands were smaller. Oh man. Yeah, like $20.90 is like $50 now. I really don't remember what the meals would have cost. It was my meal and my two sisters' meals a kid's price? Could that have been like $3 and mom and dad's would have been $6? I don't know. But yeah, those are the days. 23andMe is coming on 818 exactly, up 89 cents on 23andMe. 819 now. We got a winner here. We've got a little bit of a mover on the 23andMe here. High today, 834. Come on, 23andMe. Take us to the moon, please, because boy, you guys, we're due for more. We got 2 million volume now on 23andMe. Come on. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's right. Ponderosa and and Bonanza are part of the company that owns Johnny Rockets. I remember Bonanzas. Yeah, the Bonanzas. A Happy Meal at McDonald's now $6. I was shocked the other day when I ordered one. $6. That's crazy. My ME calls are green. I thought I was still sleeping, so I slapped myself. No, I wasn't sleeping at all. South of the border. I totally remember it. South of the border. The one-off, an absolute one-off. 823 on SoFi. 826 now on, 826 on ME, 23andMe. 825, 826 on 23andMe, up 97 cents and climbing on 23andMe. All right. Matterport down 17 cents, down 13 cents at 1402. Matterport was upgraded by WEDBUSH today. It was given an initial overweight rating with a $22 price target. Matterport down 13 cents. Doesn't help. 23andMe was given apparently a rating of $13 by Credit Suisse. It's up 92 cents to 821 right now. Target of $13. Matterport, target of 22, is sitting at 1403. You tell me what's going on. What does it take? I don't know. 165.50 on GameStop, up $1.50. SoFi at 14.17, the low of 14.02 on the session right now. The Dow down now only 203. The Dow has come back quite a bit from its low of the day. The Dow was as low as 35,255. It's at 35,423 now. So we're 180 points better in the last 20 minutes. We've had a nice little snapback rally here on the Dow. Still showing down 190 on the index, but it is an improvement. Home Depot down only 14. It was lower by $3 just in about the last 20 minutes. So Home Depot improving a bit. Not a lot, just a bit. 23andMe, 826, up 97 cents. 828 now, up 98 cents. Come on, 23andMe. Matterport down 18, AMC up $1.47, ATIP down 12, GameStop up $1.21, SoFi down a dime. There we are. 831, 23andMe up $1.02, 831 a share, pushing the high of 834 right now on 23andMe, up $1.01. Every little bit helps on 23andMe. All right. Tesla's dipping. They're saying, Uncle Bruce, I saved my week's pay by using a few 2x4s I have stashed in the garage. Okay. Dow comes back. SoFi loses its gains. See what I mean? It's inverse. See? And there you have it. I'm just glad the heavy bleeding seems to have stopped. It looks like it too on SoFi. It's down only 15 cents. It doesn't seem to be dropping much here. 823 at 94 cents on 23andMe. SoFi volume 6.3 million, and reports of institutional investors picking up stock. I figured with over 150 to 200 million SoFi trading the last week or so, there had to have been serious buying coming into the stock, and we're now finding out it's institutional buying. Sounds like hedge funds, mutual funds, and ETFs are picking up the SoFi stock in blocks, buying it up, telling me between here and $30, there will be no resistance because they're buying it all up. They're just taking it out as it's coming in, happily taking it out. 23andMe backing off a bit, 816, still up 87 on the day. Matterport at 14 even, down 15 cents on the day. There are bargoons here, spelled ME and Matterport for sure. ATIP at 406, Bargoon City, SoFi at 1414, a bargain. Vector at 997, that's on sale. Spirit 953, down 40 cents. That's on sale again, a low of 933. And Sextra down 29 cents to 890. That is a bargain right there. Jennifer, good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
We're busy today. Just noticed a couple of upgrades came out today.
Okay.
23andMe was recommended by Swiss Bank, and they've called the stock a $13 stock. It was at $7 and about 20 cents this morning in the pre-market. Is now $8.19, hit a high already of $8.34.
Excellent.
So it's up. It's been up over $1 this morning already.
Excellent.
And Matterport, this is the surprise to me. It's at 14.03 right now. It's down 12 cents. WEDBUSH Securities initiated overweight and a $22 target. It's at $14.
Oh.
It's down 7 cents.
Well,
Look at the Dow.
CEO had a very, very pleasant, nice chat on TV. Came off very well.
Well, the Matterport guy?
Yeah.
The other day.
Last week, yeah.
He did, but
Had a great interview.
that was on the
All
halftime
good
report.
answers.
The halftime report, they loved Matterport on the halftime. They love it. Josh Brown just is absolutely convinced. I love this stock. I think this company's going to have a tremendous upside. $22 call on the stock. That's 50% higher. It's down 6 cents.
There you go.
Josh Brown loves it. No one cares. WEDBUSH loves it. No one cares. There you go. That means you buy it now. Because if no one cares when these guys recommend it, you buy now. Because they know what they're doing. These guys have been around a while. What can I say?
There you go.
Yeah, here we are.
Okay.
So, still raining out right now, or
Not at this second.
It's
but
about to start.
It's going to start again, and the streets are wet.
the streets are wet? Oh, that's good stuff.
It's so exciting.
We are hopeful. Can
The
we
sound
see any
of
mountains,
rain
or is it just, are we socked in because of fog and wet?
I was so busy looking at the street, I never looked up. It's like there's water on this.
It's water. It's glorious. It's wet out.
I'm doing something.
Yay. I don't know.
No,
No, we don't see anything.
can't even see the skimmer.
Can't even see our three our
No
mountain
skimmers.
range 3-4 miles away. Can't see it.
No skimmers.
So it's
No
it's all
Purcells, no Selkirks. They're all.
we're still smoked in and rained in, but the hope is that as the rain falls all day long today, that this will get a lot of the smoke out of the air, wash it out. Let's hope so. Anyway, let's see what's going on. 8.12 on 23andMe, up 83 cents. Okay.
So, what's it going to be for breakfast this morning?
Oh, I'm thinking a bagel. You know what? Fried egg with cheese. Hey.
There you go.
And how about let's really do it.
Here he goes. He's going to add a little meat, a little protein for the protein.
Yeah. Yeah. We need the full.
Do you want some of that ham, that thin ham
That's
on
what I
top?
was thinking. I was thinking
Okay.
maybe if you could kind of nuke it a little bit, warm it up,
Yeah.
and then the egg and the cheese, and that'd be.
Okay.
We got something going here. We got
That's
we,
not good.
we got the ultimate. I'm thinking of the Whopper today, and we're talking about south of the border today. I'm hungry now. I'm hungry. Come on, me, Daddy needs a new pair of socks. Good morning, Jen. Hello, Jen. Good morning, Jen. Good morning, Jen. From everybody. Hello, Jen. Hello. Oh, it's okay. I'll laugh all the way to the bank with my MTTR profits. I don't believe in stocks as number 4.
I have to turn the light on.
You have to turn the light on in the kitchen
It's
to
so
see.
cloudy.
It's so dark
It's
out.
smoky.
So smoky and dark. We have to turn the lights on.
And of
in the
course, we're
kitchen.
now heading to the shortest day of the year. We've already had the longest.
We've had the longest day of the year, and we're headed to the shortest days of the year. That's true. It's tough times. We got to sell this place and get out of here. That's what has to happen.
Gonna fall
uh,
in the sun.
Our listing went through yesterday, and we had our first viewing yesterday afternoon. After my second show, we had a viewing, and apparently the folks liked it. They liked the house, and there might be an offer coming. We'll find out. We just got it listed yesterday, so we're going to see in the first couple weeks what happens. Hopefully, we'll get multiple offers on this place. Anyway, FS is saying, hey, Bruce, I wrote an AMC call a few days ago with a $38 strike expiring the 3rd of September. Should I let it go for $400 bucks? I would lose $150 and write another one for 10 September, $40 strike, and get $400 US premium. So if you buy it back for $400, you can write another one for $400. That is a classic rollover. That is what we're talking about here. Now AMC's up $1.60 right now at $37.29. And you could look at doing that. You could look at maybe a week further out and bring in maybe 500 more. But I like the idea of this short term thing. So you got a $38 strike, and the stock right now is $37.18. So it's just out of the money. Expires next week, the 3rd of September, not in 2 weeks. But here you would go another week out and just do a rollover and improve your strike by $2 by rolling over here. You could consider it. You could also consider just waiting a little longer because these calls will deteriorate if the stock does not break the 40 barrier, and you're still 274 away from the book value. Sorry, you're 74 cents away from book value right now, $38. Pardon me, I'm thinking of 40. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering if you may want to hold off a bit because it might be that the AMC shares might back off to 36 again, putting these two out of the money and dropping these to like $2.50 pretty quickly. And then you might think about a rollover where you get out of the one at $2.50 and get the other one at maybe $3.50, and there's a profit. There's a gain for you plus the $2 gain. You might see that. So keep an eye on this. Yeah, I mean, you've got time. You've got time right now. September 3rd. It's only August 17th right now. There's premium here. You should. I would allow the premium to break down, let it crap out a bit. So you might want to just hold off a little bit. That might be a plan. We'll see how this goes. Interesting situation here. Love this. Let's go. Let's go. William flipped a property last year pre-COVID. Got 16 offers in the first 2 weeks. Made a $74,000 profit. Wow. Yeah, no, we're not too worried about that. We're not going to be paying near that much. Our commission rate actually will probably be about 18,000 or so. Still, we're happy with the service, and we're happy with all the behind the scenes work being done. I'm not. No, I don't consider this a major problem. I mean, you can always say, oh, well, they're hardly working for the money. Yeah, well, when they sell well, great. But if we're going to have multiple offers coming through, he's our negotiator. He knows what we're looking for. I'm quite happy letting him make some money. I'm happy. He's earning his fee, I think. Fenville, Uncle Bruce just freed up about $13,000 cash, thinking of selling puts on SoFi. $15 January 21s for $340. 8 contracts for $27.20. If assigned 800 SoFi at $11.60, is that a go? I like that trade. If you can pull in that kind of money, yeah. I mean, $340 a contract. Yeah. I like that. If you're going to buy it at $11.60, you buy it at $11.60. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. If the shares go up, to $16, $17, these contracts are worthless. You score all $2,700. And even if you buy them back, and you have to pay $800 for them or $1,000 for them, you're scoring that, $1,700, $2,000 profit probably, or $1,900 profit. Yep, I'd take a look at that, Fenville. Yep. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see. Uncle Bruce, should we be all writing puts with the looming political strife? It all depends on the stock. Bruce, don't sell your house to rental agencies. No, that's not happening. And let's go. If he sells in a week, it's pretty low. Yeah, we're not taking the first offer. We're allowing offers to come in, and we're watching the market, of course, around us. Yeah, so we'll see. We're not in a hurry to sell in 3 days. That's not the deal here. Anyway, thank you, everybody. Thank you for your thoughts. 14.12 on SoFi, down 17. GameStop 167.54 up 362. We got ATIP down 15. We got AMC up 172 to 37.41 near the high of the day here. Watching for AMC's run at it got as high as 37.75. It's backing off a little bit right now. We have Matterport only down a nickel at 14.10. We've got ME now 8.19 up 90. High of the day 8.34. Volume on 23andMe now 2.4 million today. So very good. Fifth Wall up 11 cents. It has made a major move up. It was around 12.42 this morning. Now at 12.69. Up 11 cents. VAC still down 24. Spire down 54 to 939, a low of 933, 61,000 only. Cyxtera 897. It's bouncing back up. It got as low as 882. It's now 15 cents better than the low. IBM still down $1.24. The Dow down 238 at the moment. That's where we're sitting at right now. Okay. Alrighty, let's keep going. Any more questions? Try to do the best we can with what we have here. Thank you, everybody. We have thumbs ups now. 407. Thank you, everybody, for 407 thumbs ups. This is great. We're going to hit 500 today for this show the way it's going. I appreciate that. If you can keep those thumbs ups coming, I'll keep these neat emojis coming. And so will everybody else as they join in here with me on the neat emojis. getting our thumbs ups to 500 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, 423 on the thumbs ups and climbing. Thank you very much for the thumbs ups. Larry is throwing the thumbs ups our way. Deep Value is throwing the knees around here. You gotta love the neat emojis coming from everywhere. We're 427 thumbs ups. They're coming on. Coming on, 428. Here we go. We got Cloak giving a thumbs up signal. Thank you, everybody. We appreciate this. 433 on the thumbs ups. Keep them coming. 435. Deep Value Investing. Austin. Thank you guys for these neat emojis. We used to explain what that meant. We're not explaining anymore. Now it's a secret. You have to be a member of this channel to really know. Thank you, everybody. Zzz, we're going higher on their stocks. Zzz, there we go, baby. Let's run this market to the moon. Here we are. Thank you, one, and thank you all. Matterport is up 2 cents. Matterport is higher. It's going green. I can't believe it. Oh, incredible. Way to go, Matterport. Turning green with a $22 up initiated buy recommendation. I mean, what does it take to get a 2 cent gain on Matterport? Oh, I don't know. How about a $22 target by WEDBUSH? Unbelievable. Thank you, everybody. 445 thumbs up. They're coming in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Man, are we working hard for this? Unbelievable. Thank you, guys. There you go. There you go. Zzz. We're going higher here. Larry, you got it right. You got it right, Larry. That was easy. That was easy.
That was easy.
That was easy.
That was easy.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Thank you guys for everything. Let's get this market going. This market deserves, you folks deserve a much higher market than you're getting. So let's get on with it. Let's go. Yeah, baby. Let's rock and roll here. Oh my goodness. All right. We now have 451 thumbs up, so only 49 away from 500. That's all. 49 thumbs ups from 500. Thank you. Sonny, thank you for this donation. I appreciate the super sticker, $5, $4.99. Thank you. Laffel, I bought 500 GameStop call yesterday for $8. It's down a couple. Was just interested in it. Works basically paid $8 to frustrate myself all week. John, well, hopefully the stock will pop a little for you. Maybe it'll pop to 170, 75 and you get something here. I don't know, my friend. You're a ways out there, John. You're a ways out. Wow. Yeah, do you remember the IPO on Amazon? What were your thoughts on Amazon at the time? It wasn't the IPO that got my attention on Amazon. It was sort of down the road a ways when the stock would be so high compared to its value and the fact that the company was losing money. That for years and years and years, the stock traded at an unbelievable price when they were not making any money. And the analysts were saying, this is a winner, this is a winner. There were some going, this is a loser, this is a loser. And the back and forth debates would be on CNBC every couple of days. They'd have a long and a short going at each other. And the guy going along saying, this guy's investing everything he's got back into the company. They're just throwing everything back into the company and then building out. And this will pay off. In the end, they'll pay off. Sure enough. But you had to stick around for about a decade to get the win. But people did, and they did get the win. So there you go. Anyway, as easy as a hot knife through soft butter. How about that right there? Yes. I have no idea what you're talking about. Sometimes I don't either. Thanks, Uncle Bruce. I sold the SoFi. Way to go. Picking off those puts. Nicely done. Nicely done. Let's see. Can you explain short term what delta means? I'm trying to remember if delta is the relationship between a $1 move on a stock and what it means on the contract. I'm trying to remember which one is which. But generally, if a stock goes up $1 and your contract goes up 20, you have a delta of 20. If your stock goes up $1 and your option goes up 80 cents, then you have a delta of 80. I think that's what this is. I'm trying to remember which one. There's the delta, the theta, the other ratios. But contracts that are in the money when the stock keeps going higher, they will go up more per dollar than those that are out of the money. And time factor has an appreciation on this as well. We don't need that. No, we want to get rid of that. We don't want that. We want this. Look at that. Oh, look at that bagel. We got the ketchup there.
See, aren't you impressed? I remembered the ketchup.
And she remembered the ketchup. Jen, this is so cool. Thank you so much for doing this for us. Love it. Got a toasted bagel with ham, cheese, and egg, and dipping in ketchup. Yummy.
It's hot, so
It's
enjoy
warm.
yourself.
It's all good. And we got a new cola. Thank you for that too. And we're struggling here. We're down 18 on SoFi. Now that Jen has made her move in her contracts, it's time for SoFi to go straight up. There you go. GameStop up 344 to 167.37. We got AMC up $2 to 37.86, holding at 217 gain. Matterport up a nickel, 14.20. ME up 93 cents to 8.22. Fifth Wall up 11 at 12.69. Vector still down 21. Spire down 54. Sextera down 26. IBM down $1.35. The Dow down 270 right now. That's where we're at this morning on this market. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate it. Let's see how this bagel works out right here, right now. Oh, yeah. Yeah. We got the bagel. We got the cheddar cheese. We got the ham. We got the fried egg. We're looking good. Tasting good. Feeling good. Fantastic, guys. Fantastic. This is good stuff. Good times. So nice. I need a bagel now. I need a bagel. I had a very nice Lox Shmee bagel in New York this past weekend. I bet you did. Neat. Go market, go. Let's go. Still down 275.98 on the Dow, down 25 on S&P, down 99 on NASDAQ. That's where we're at. Thank you all for being here today. Looks like GameStop is pushing the high of the day, 167.29. Getting closer to the high of the day on the GameStop today. Right on. Um, 168 was the high, and we're just short of it. So looking good. Looking good on GameStop. There you go. This is the dream. Head to New York and get a nice bagel, baby. That's right. Get a trip in there. Have a nice bagel in New York. Bagel. Oh my God. ATIP. Ugh. $3.97. $3.97. Bargain time. Bargainville. AMC 38.12 up 243. Just let that AMC go. If you've written contracts against it at 38, just let it keep going. Let it keep going. You can always buy your contract back and roll into a new one later. You might roll into a 41 or a 42. You might pull back. You might also write a September 10 or September 17 contract at a higher level for more money than what you're buying this one back for. Just sit tight. Yeah. Oh my, this bagel's good. SoFi down 18. GameStop now is 167.17. ATI peak $4 again. $3.99 again. Matterport up a penny, and 23andMe $8.20 up 91. Mm-mm. Yeah, I like the Home Depot. Long-term believer in the Home Depot. Down 17.30 right now. IBM are down $1.40. The Dow down 313 again. Going for another drop on the Dow right now. We have to let this dip come through. Let it work its way through. It's okay. The market could use a dip right now. Actually, we've been at record highs here for weeks. Let's see. It won't affect our SPACs directly all that much. Even a drop on the big markets won't matter to these former SPAC stocks. 167.52 on GameStop. They've been hovering around 167 to 167.50 now for about 30-40 minutes, and I just get the impression we're about to go. We're about to make a run higher. It looks good. Volume isn't much to get excited about. 396,000 volume. Just there's no selling coming in on GameStop. Uncle Bruce, what's the better play for considering time decay? A $4 170 call for this Friday, or an $8 170 call for next Friday. There you go. I would say $4 for this Friday looks good because tomorrow and Thursday it'll quickly disappear. But keep an eye on this stock. We're approaching 168 right now. It's the high of the day. And you may want to hold off selling a call right now. We might be breaking through 168 and getting higher. You might be looking at a 175 for this Friday versus 175 for next Friday. Keep an eye on this. 168.28. We just broke through 168. So that's the high of the day right now. You may want to just back up because the stock looks like it took a bit of a pop here. Give it a shot. Let it run $3 or $4 more. If it wants to run to 170, 171, 2, you might look at a 75. You might look at a 180. Just pull a string. Just pull the string. Let the market inch higher for you. 168.13 right now, up 419 a share. Volume is still 416,000 shares. No resistance on this stock. There's just nothing to stop it from going higher. Good sign. I better continue eating my bagel. This stock's going up. Matterport up 7. 14.22. You got it, Martin. Just keep watching that stock. 168.98, going through 169 now. Let those contracts keep going. Take a look at 75s, 80s. Take a look there. Keep a watch on this. Go GameStop. $23andMe up 99. $169.13 on GameStop. Going higher. Wrote the 155 put on GameStop. Nice. There we go. Benzinga, Market Watch, CNBC, and 2 others outlets articles about Credit Suisse giving an outperform rating on 23andMe as of now. It's happening. Talking about our SPACs has begun. It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. Go stocks, go. $168.59 to $169 on GameStop right now, up $5 a share. Nice.
Royal Wave.
It's I'm doing this. It's kind of like we're coming up a little bit here. We're getting better, a little better all the time. We're up 12 cents on Matterport, up 94 on 23andMe. You got some winners, got some losers. Won't affect them. It won't affect them all that much. All depends. It depends if it's. Will these stocks give up a little bit of ground? Maybe. A lot? No. We'll see. The Dow now down only 296. It's not a straight down shot here at all. Come on, guys. Matterport up 18 cents. Woohoo!
Go bagel. Go bagel.
Go bagel. Go bagel. Right. She'll be out here about 15 minutes before.
It's an 8:40. I think
Okay. Yep. Yep. Make sure to give me the 10-minute warning.
I will.
SoFi's coming up. We're down 7 cents now. We're back to 14.20, 22. GameStop is coming on again. 168.69. Might take a shot at 169 again and go higher. We're up 98 on 23andMe. We're up a dime on Matterport. Up 9 on Fifth Wall. Right after that, though, Vector, Spire, Sixter down. IBM down $1.35. The Dow down 272 at the moment. Apple went positive, up 12 cents. BlackBerry's positive, up 12 cents. Go figure. All righty. Cheers, all of you from around the world. Thank you for being here today. I'm now at 91 shares of ME. I don't make nearly as much as other viewers, but seeing that run up, I had to pull the trigger before it was too much to reach my 100 share goal. This will be my first 100 share position. Right on. Yep, get to 100 and you can start writing calls and puts, make good money writing them out of the money contracts. Way to go. Better than me. Way to go. Up 95 now on 23andMe at $8.24 a share. We're up 13 on Matterport, $14.28. AMC got a nice gain going up 243 to 38.12. ATIP still sitting at 397 down 19. GameStop up 344 to 167.37 right now. SoFi down 12 cents to 14.16. Robinhood holding a 93-cent gain today. And watching this market. Well, we sure learned a lot today. South of the border, still alive, still there. Big news. Oh, man. I remember the trip that our family took in 1970 or 71. We ended up in Fort Lauderdale, and we saw the Queen Elizabeth, the Cunard Queen Elizabeth, the original, sitting tied up in Florida. And there was a lot of talk about what was going to happen to that ship. What were they going to do with it? There was talk, I think there was talk that it was going to be part of a university, that it might become a sort of student housing on board and all that, but it didn't happen. And it eventually got, I guess it got auctioned off or sold off to an investment group somehow, or some kind of group in Hong Kong, or something like that. I'm not even sure what was the plan going to be in Hong Kong for it, and was being worked on in the harbor in Hong Kong, and a welder's torch, it caught on fire, burnt and sunk, and gone forever, unfortunately. Where the Queen Mary made it to Long Beach. The Queen Mary made it to Long Beach to become a hotel. But even today, here we are 50 years later, the Queen Mary is in trouble structurally. This ship is old, and really, I don't believe that the ship was ever designed to still be functioning from 1930 something to today, 90 years later. The ship has had a lot of renovations done to it and so on, but it needs much, much more. And this is now a taxpayer issue. It is the only reason the Queen Mary is still floating is because taxpayers through Long Beach have supported it for many, many generations, years. There comes a point in time where someone has to say we gotta cut and run on this thing. I don't know, kids. I don't know what will happen to it, but yeah, There have been a few weddings held on it, and a few receptions and business meetings, and I'm sure people have honeymooned on it. And Jen and I stayed a night on it many, many years ago. Anyway, there you are. Let's see here. Let's see what else. Let's see what's up. Mr. Joshua, are writing covered calls and puts on low volatility stocks like Telephone and IBM worth the work, or just ride the dividends? There's nothing wrong with that. Adding contract premiums to your income. There's nothing wrong with it whatsoever. Very conservative strategies. If you can add a half a percentage point or a percentage point a month to your returns on top of the dividend, what is wrong with that? Absolutely nothing. Thank you for your support, guys. I love this group. Thank you for being here, Odin's Pumpkin. This is great stuff. Don't worry about this. Yeah, don't worry about this stock being. You're not going to get exercised. It's not going to happen right away. Towards the end of the contract's life, maybe, but not right now. The stock it will be in the money. It'll be out of the money. It'll move back and forth. I wouldn't worry about it. Right now, FS, what you're looking for from your investment is a deterioration of contract value, from time deterioration. And that's going to happen in this next 10 days. There's going to be a lot of deterioration. So even if the shares go to 40, the chances are your contracts might only be worth 250, 275, which will be less than what you sold them for in theory. You'll still be able to do a rollover anytime you want. Even if you get exercised, it doesn't matter. You just buy the stock back and write again. It doesn't matter. So just enjoy this premium depreciation. That's what's coming your way now. And let the shares trade. Don't worry about these fluctuations. It's having a good day today, but it's not having like the greatest day of all time. It's not like there's 500 million shares of volume into this thing. It's only 42 million volume. This stock needs hundreds of millions of shares of volume to go anywhere, and that's not happening. So don't sweat the small stuff. If this backs off to $37 and stays there for 3 or 4 more days, those contracts of yours will be at 275 in no time and will still drop. So hang around, enjoy. Thank you, Mr. Joshua. Let's see. SoFi shares or calls? What do you think I should do? Your call. How long do you want to be a shareholder? If you're picking off calls, you want to go long, but you're going to be paying a premium. Buying the stock at 14.12, 14.11, you're getting the stock with no time frame. Anyway, there we are. This is why we're in the Bagel Gang. There you go. Jim Cramer says SoFi was a buy at 14. They're not going to make a liar out of him. Looks like a lawsuit against ATFE report. There's got to be 20 of them out there, or proposed. Don't know if any of them are real or not. Matterport through 1450, like hot knife through butter. Well, that'd be great. Matterport, let's go. I'm showing you 1438 right now. Up 23 cents. Go, Matterport, go. It did touch 450. It did touch it. Beautiful, beautiful. Picking up steam. Up $1.14 on 23andMe now. 843. Going higher on ME. That is high territory of the day now. Looking good on Matterport and 23andMe. And looking better on GameStop. We're coming around. I've seen about 3,000 new gains over the past 6 months. Covered calls way out. There you go. Right on, guys. Right on. Go stocks, go. Who changed my nav site to Spire? Who did that? What's going on here? Spire 936 down 57 cents, unfortunately, on 168,000 shares. That's a bargain down here. Sextera 884, bargain down a low of 882. Those are deals. Anyway, waiting for these to come through. IBM right now 142.27 down $1.32. Long-term contracts. Good idea on IBM. Very good idea. The split's coming. The split is coming. Okay. Royal Caribbean down $1.77. It's going to go lower. 76.66 going to go lower. All right. Interesting market. Up $1.11 on ME at 8.40. Coming along. 14.36 on Matterport, up 21 finally. AMC down now backing off 37.56. Got over 38 now. 37.51. It's backing off. And ATIP 395.5. That's a bargain there. ATIP 166.50 on GameStop right now. All right. Let's see. Loving ME right now. Everybody was hating them last week. They're loving them today. Come on, ME. Keep it going. Up to 8.43, up $1.14 right now, and we're up 23 on Matterport. All right. Spire, good for the stay-at-home economy, considering they're huge in cargo ship tracking. Spire is going to be a winner. They track everything. It's incredible. Whether it's a stay-at-home economy, whether it's a recovery economy, stuff that's moving, Spire Global, tracking everything that's moving, trucks, ships, planes, you name it. This is a winner of a company. The stock is a bargain here, but it's a long-term hold. It really is. It's a winner. What can I say? We're up 20 on Matterport, up $1.16 on 23andMe. SoFi 1408, bargain down 20 cents a share. A bargain. SoFi volume today 10.2 million. GameStop volume up 250 a share at 563,000. That's all. Matterport volume now up 29 cents a share to 1444. Volume 537,000. But Matterport looking better now, up 29 cents. ME 847, volume 3.3 million, looking very good. There's buying coming in on ME for sure, definitely. $14.44 up 29 cents, up $1.17 now on 23andMe. Looking great, looking a lot better today, and strong volume, strong interest. Happy about this, definitely, folks. Right on. $8.48 on 23andMe. Cool beans. Me, the article on something called The Street, talking about 23andMe. Soars on outperform initiation from Credit Suisse. And 23andMe has a core competitive advantage that is not easily replicated, Credit Suisse says. They said that analysts initiated coverage, outperform rating, and a $13 price target. They said the genetic database fueled by its consumer segment is uniquely differentiated, providing a core competitive advantage that is not easily replicated. The company, which went public in June by merging with VG Acquisition, a SPAC sponsored by Richard Branson's Virgin Group, provides direct-to-consumer genetic testing services that offer consumers personalized ancestry, health, and wellness information based on their individual DNA. 23andMe has created a leading brand in the consumer genetics market, supported by strong levels of repeat customer engagement, Fultz says. So the analyst said the 23andMe also uses proprietary genotypic and phenotypic database as a platform to pursue drug discovery programs rooted in human genetics. It said the company's recontactable consumer base continuously evolves the quantity and quality of phonetic data collected. Let's see. In collaboration with its exclusive strategic partner, GlaxoSmithKline, 23andMe said has identified more than 40 novel drug targets and 19 validated targets, including its lead CD96 program in immunity on oncology, in a form of cancer treatment that uses the power of the body's own immune system to prevent, control, and eliminate cancer. Right on, right on. So yeah, they like it. They like this. That's what we want to hear. That's what we want to see. That's what we want to know. That is the just a hint of the upside power of ME, and we've only just started. $8.40 a share, approximately. $14.42 on Matterport now, up 27 cents over there too. Looking good. Looking good, and I'm looking for a much higher level than $12 or $13 for ME, of course. Yep, definitely having a good day today. Love this. Thank you. And if we can get other analysts to jump on this story, that would be terrific. That will really make a move here on the stock. That will have a huge impact because a potential millions of potential investors will be exposed to 23 for the very first time that have never heard of it before, and that will be a very big thing for all of you as shareholders.
Well, or those who think it's only for genealogy.
Right. It's a lot more than just genealogy, right? $8.44 up $1.15 now on 23andMe. Volume now 3.5 million volume. Matterport up 31 cents to $14.46. Finally coming up a little bit here. High of $14.53 on 558,000. We have millions of shares to add in volume here. AMC 37.44, slumping a little bit further. We got GameStop up 232. SoFi down 31 cents to $13.98. Bargoon City here on SoFi. $13.98 last trade, now 14 again. Getting attacked on occasion by waves of selling. 11.8 million volume. And the talk is more and more talk about institutional investors picking this stock up and buying it up as it's coming in. Stock's still down to $14 a share. What can I say? It's a bargain as far as I'm concerned. An absolute bargain. Alrighty. Let's see. What else? We have not got anything from IBM yet, David. Still waiting. Initiated MTTR by Piper Sandler. That's interesting. That's news on Matterport. That is a second firm, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see what's going on here. Matterport. Let's see what is happening on Matterport. Are we getting additional coverages now on the stock? Not seeing anything over here. I'm looking for any kind of news announcement. If anyone sees anything, let me know. I'm trying to find it. If there's any kind of announcement anywhere. Let's go here. Let's go here. And we'll go over there. Okay. Matterport, 14.48 up 33 cents now. Here we go. And here we are. 13.99 on SoFi. 8.44 on ME. 14.48 up 33 on Matterport. Still got the WEDBUSH initiation that we have, but I haven't seen anything else. But I like to hear this. Let's see. They're saying Austin's saying it's an $18 target, by the way. The other outfit at 22. So thank you. 14.48 on Matterport now, up 33 cents. Okay. 14.48 on Matterport. Let's run this thing. Mike, Dave, I can't anything on it. And I'm glad ME is moving. My generated calls were 70% with a sea of red. I thought them when their stock was at 10. And let's see here. When does VACQ turn over? They turn over shortly. VACQ August 20, 3 days. In 3 days they turn over. And let's see. Yeah, I have a friend with $1,000 of SoFi at an average near 18, and he is panicking at least twice a week, while Bruce and me calms him sometimes. Just relax. We're fine. 1380.94. It's just a sell-off. It's okay. A Piper was from early this morning, Pacific time, apparently. Yep, Piper initiated coverage overweight target $18. And also Alexander, thank you, Alexander. Thoughts on the amount of SoFi insider selling post lockup ending? Pretty well, stock's down. People are taking profits. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's truly yet, Alexander, but it doesn't bother me at all. I really want people out here. If you're getting out, get out now. Just get out. 1392, get out. Because it opens the stock wide open from here to 30. There's just going to be no resistance, because if everyone wanted out, got out here, no resistance. Because I think the buyers of this stock are institutional holders for 5 years. These folks are holding for 5 years now, and $100 a share and up. They're not interested in giving it up for a couple of dollar gain here. That's not what's going on. $13.99 on SoFi right now. That's my hunch here. There's no reason for SoFi this low. It's the lowest it's ever been. Sum up MTTR or MMTR. What's MMTR? But MTTR. They're just going to drop SoFi below 10. I don't think so. Let's see. ME 852 up $1.23. Looking good. Yeah, looking good. New day high of the day right now. 853 up $1.24, up 20 cents on Matterport, up 224 on AMC at 37.93, jumping around now 37.94. We got GameStop up 265. We have SoFi at 13.97. That's where we're at right now. The Dow's still down 322. There it is. Show me the money. ME 854. Volume now on 23andMe 3.73 million today. And 1440 on Matterport, up a quarter. Okay, yeah, not too bad, not too bad at all. Very, very pleased to see this market today. We're going to be on again this afternoon at 3 o'clock, and on the afternoon show, I will be in front of the whiteboard this afternoon, and we'll go over options trades with you guys. If you have any options trades you're into, you want me to take a look at them, or you've got option trades you're thinking of doing, or you have questions on options, we'll do that on the whiteboard this afternoon at 3 o'clock this afternoon for the final hour of the day, and a bit of time in the aftermarket. So stand by for that. Make sure to join me for that. Those of you who are wanting to learn how to trade options, how to make money on options, how to learn the butterfly spread, just uploaded early this morning, or late last night, I guess, we uploaded lesson number 9. That is the butterfly spread lesson class. You can now check it out on stockmarketswithbruce.ca. Check it out. I use a number of examples on stocks we follow that you can look into, and you'll figure out, oh my goodness, I can trade on stocks worth tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars with a risk level of less than a couple $100, in some cases even credits. Check this out. You may want to employ this on some of the stocks that we're following here. Might work for you. You can do call options and or put options. All kinds of potential there. What can I say? Coyote, my limit order went through on SoFi. I got it. Way to go. Way to go. The number 9 class is up and ready to go. The number 10 class will be up later today. That'll be the next one. But the number 9 class is now available. If you want to take a look at it, you can grab it. Up 23andMe, 850, up $1.21. Matterport, 1436, up 22 cents. Very good run here on our markets today. On some of our markets, not everyone, but some of them are having an okay day today. That's what we got going on right now, folks. One step at a time is what we're doing here. One stock at a time. We're down 36 to 13.93 on SoFi. This is a bargain of epic proportions. ATIP 389, Bargoon City, Matterport 1437 up 22, and 23andMe up $1.23 to 854 now, up 125. We have Fifth Wall down 11 cents, Vector down 25, Spire down 58, Sextra down 20, IBM down $1.27, Home Depot down 16.96, and the Dow off 301 points. So far today, Apple is up 2 cents, believe it or not, in this market. All right, there you have it. 8.53 on 23andMe, up $1.24. Thank you very much today for 23andMe. We love this. Nice to see that recovering. And I know some of you have been averaging down on this. You've been averaging down in your options. The stock is coming on. It's being recommended and it's being written up by a number of publications today. I'm not surprised. Richard Branson's connections. This is only the beginning. We've just only started the promotion show. 23andMe, Matterport is being promoted today as well. Get ready for more on other SPACs that you have. Just stick around and don't flinch. Don't twitch. Don't move. Don't be selling anything. Just sit here and get ready. 8.57 on 23andMe. This is nothing. You haven't seen anything yet. It's nice to see it up $1.30. It's great. It's great. This is nothing. Absolutely nothing at this point. We got so much more coming. 8.59 now on 23andMe. Matterport 14.38 up 23 cents. Let's get going, babies. It's payback time for my viewers. 13.90 on SoFi. This sucker is going to $30, and I hope every one of you stick around to get there because you deserve the payoff that you're going to get if you hang around to let it happen. There you have it. Thank you, all of you, for being here today. Appreciate these thumbs ups. We got 501 thumbs ups. They just came through. Oh, that deserves a bunch of neat emojis. 500 thumbs ups. I'm throwing the neat emojis out there. Here we go. Thank you, everybody. 863 on 23andMe. That deserves neat emojis as well. Absolutely time. And SoFi under $14. That deserves neat emojis because we got to move that market up. We got to get it going. 510 thumbs ups. Now they're coming in. Here come the neat emojis. Here they go. Oh my gosh. Thank you, everybody, for kicking in the neat emojis and having fun with us today. 512 thumbs ups and counting. You got to love this. I will see you this afternoon at 3 o'clock Eastern. We'll be in front of the whiteboard. We'll do some options trading up there. We'll talk about different trades, see what our stocks are doing, how they're going along. 865 on 23andMe, up 136. Yay! Going higher, kids. Going higher. You're going to get richer whether you like it or not. That's just the way it's going to be. We're down 286 on the Dow, and we have green on some of our SPACs. Go figure this market. Try and figure it out. I can't do it. I want to do it, but I can't do it. We're going higher, like a hot knife through soft butter. And we're going higher, like zzz. There we go, baby. Zzz, going higher. Get ready to make a bunch of money in the markets, kids. Thank you so much for being here. 520 thumbs ups and climbing. Yeah, man. This is good stuff. Cool beans. We'll talk options this afternoon at 3 o'clock Eastern in front of the whiteboard. Get ready to enjoy. Check out the channel. Check out the website, stockmarkerswithbruce.ca. Check out lesson number 9, all about writing butterfly contract spreads. How you can take advantage of the market with a very little risk, very little investment. You don't need to own any stocks, and you can write contracts and go long at the same time and score some money. Yes, indeed. 167 on the GameStop, up 331. And we're looking at Matterport at 1440 up 26, 868 up $1.40 on your 23andMe. The high today, 870, and you're right there right now. You are at the high today on 23andMe, and you're going to go a lot higher than this. This stock is going a lot higher than this. This is a bargain at 867. Absolute bargain. Much higher days coming on your 23andMe. 4 million traded. This is only the beginning of the volume move too. Very nice, everybody. Get ready to make some money. I think we're on our way. All right, well, I'm going to say goodbye for now. We'll catch you this afternoon at 3 o'clock Eastern time as we do some option trading, viewing here on the whiteboard. Keep an eye on the markets for me. I'll do the best I can from here. We'll catch you at 3 this afternoon. Stay healthy. We'll see you real soon. Bye for now.